All right, so I'm live right now, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, good night, good night. Wow. Okay. What's going on here? Hey, what? Why am I? Hold on. Whoa. Something ain't right, bro. What is going on? Good night, everybody. How you doing? Carry on. What's up? I'm trying to pin my comment, but I thought I was on the wrong channel. Hold up. Give me a second, y'all. Oh, I know what it is. There we go. There we go. All right, so I pinned the comment. I'm good. Let me just do this real quick. Mm-hmm. Good night, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? I know I'm late. I'm sorry. I told y'all I would be here by 11, but I'm late. 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 I told y'all I'd be here by 11 the latest, but I am late. There's a lot going on in Jamaica, isn't it? Lorraine, how you doing? Good night, Lorraine. We got Lorraine in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Cash app. Let me just drop this up here. Remember, it's the weekend. Be kind, be kind. It's the weekend. What's up? You good? All right. Lorraine, so she good, my people. Oh, you say, I'm here. You been busy? Then I saw you come on. You have to do what you have to do, you know. You have to do what you gotta do, sweetie. Let me just super goal, super live. Well, live goal on the super chat. Let me drop the live goal on the super chat. Yeah, let me drop the live goal on the super chat. Alright. It's the weekend. Be kind. Karen, what's up, Karen? We gotta, hey, listen, I posted the video already on both Bolo VNR clips and Bolo VNR 2.0. But you did not think I was gonna post that video and not do a reaction to it? Boy, you must be out of your mind, boy. Did y'all watch the video that I posted earlier of Mr. Paul Buchanan exclusive? Yo, shout out to Voice of the Nation, man. Oh my God. Voice of the Nation. Hey, man. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you. Alright. Just let y'all know. Voice of the Nation had the exclusive. I don't know. I don't know if he has a WhatsApp channel. I don't know if he has a WhatsApp channel, but Voice of the Nation had the exclusive earlier. Hey, Sassy, you watched it? Just saying hi. All right, yeah, man. See you later, Brenda. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Thank you for hitting the like button. Yeah, so I know Sassy watched it, but yeah, I gotta do my reaction. I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta do my reaction. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Gotta do my reaction. Because I posted it, but I didn't really listen. You know what I'm saying? I heard some things. But, when you gotta listen, yeah, I didn't listen. Because I was up and about doing my routes. I'm going to play two of Nikisha Burchell's. Wait a minute. Wait. Let me check something real quick. Because I heard. Like and share this video. Thank you. I heard something. Ooh. What happened here?
I just built a budgeting app for Phase 44. Nina just built an app.
So we can all build apps now?
So hold on, Jamaica. Every sitting in Parliament, we hear words like "member" during the opening of her sexual debate
She knows better. You knew better.
the island.
The Speaker of the House said, you knew better. And she said it 2 times. She said, she knows better.
Hi, Karen.
You knew better.
I knew better than to not represent my culture, for the people of Jamaica to not hear their language, to hear themselves in Parliament. I don't.
I was asked a question.
Oh, Lorraine, my condolences, Lorraine. Lorraine said she just buried her uncle. Oh my God. My condolences. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. My condolences to you and your family, Lorraine. Y'all put the prayer emoji and the heart emoji in the chat for Lorraine, guys. Lorraine lost her uncle and buried her uncle last week. So she's going through it, you understand? But she's still rocking out with us, so I want you guys to show Lorraine some love in the comment section. If there was ever a time for you guys to listen to me and follow my instructions, it's right now. Give Lorraine some support on Bolo VNR 2.0 and Bolo VNR clips. Give Lorraine some support, ladies and gentlemen. Put the prayer emoji or just say your condolences. You understand? Yeah, man. Thank you, Dorette. Thank you, Dorette. Yeah, remember I'm on both platforms, you know. So Lorraine is over by Bolo VNR. Yes, carry on. Yes, carry on. Yes, carry on. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. But oh, so wait a minute. You know what? Let me go to the original clip if we can find it. Because Queen of the South has been very busy on the internet, you know. Since her speech, she has had several engagements. I know tomorrow morning, well, later, yeah, tomorrow morning she'll be, tomorrow evening, she'll be on Portland Spice TV. So, shout out to Queen of the South. Let me see if I can find her on their videos that they have posted. Hopefully. Oh, here it is. Wonderful. That's amazing. And Perrin Christ was also on Smile Jamaica, so that's dope. Shout out to Perrin Christ.
Hold, I have to stop you again during your presentation. You will not get any additional time. No, and she knows.
Member of Parliament St. James Southern, an opposition spokesperson on culture and information, creative industries, Nikisha Birchall joins us in studio to further highlight concerns about the usage of our Jamaican dialect patois in parliamentary proceedings. Good morning, ma'am. Welcome to Smile. How are you?
Morning, Neville. I'm good, and thank you for having me today.
Yes. No problem. Years ago, when the State Minister, Mr. Terry Long, spoke Spanish, and Mr. Warmington got up and stopped.
You know, me have to shout out Never Bell. Big up yourself, my general. You understand? We know, say, as a man of the mainstream media, you have to still kind of, you know, but me like how you just shoot straight. You shoot straight off of the, you understand? You go for the headshot. Pause. Because everybody knows that it happened. And she never tell him, Ray. She never stop him. It's unjust, Jamaica. It's unjust.
Stop him and say, well, no, Parliament, you know, what is it? It's number 6, I think it is.
Yes, yeah. Standing order.
Yeah, standing order 6, and says you're supposed to speak. And the same Speaker of the House said he got permission before, and she suspended the standing order so he could do that. Well, Mr. Warmington never buy that. Did you get permission to speak patois before?
I think the people gave me permission, but to be true to the letter of the standing order says the language for Parliament is English language. It does not say you can't speak patois. And I've been in Parliament since October of last year, and I hear patois talk in Parliament every day.
Jamaica, I'm gonna play that again.
True to the letter of the standing order. The standing order says the language for parliament is English language. It does not say you can't speak patois. And I've been in parliament.
I'm gonna play that again. I'm gonna play that again. I'm gonna play that again.
To speak patois before?
I think the people gave me permission, but to be true to the letter of the standing order says the language for parliament is English language. It does not say you can't speak patois. And I've been in parliament since October of last year, and I hear patois talk in parliament every day.
In
I
a,
hear
presen-
this
in a presentation?
in presentations, and nobody said, and I'm quoting here, but the speaker didn't allow not even a sentence or two, and that's her prerogative. I'm not going to fight her. She is the umpire in the space, and I complied. But the point was made, Neville, in two sentences. In two sentences or less of the Jamaican language, it has stirred a conversation nationally about our identity, about class, about our culture that I couldn't have asked for.
Is that what you wanted to?
That was it. It wasn't...
I'm sorry, I get, this lady right here, bro. She's very intentional. The point was already made, Jamaica. She set up the Speaker of the House. Literally set her up. And she took the bait. She took the bait. Boy, I'm telling you, boy. Boy, I tell you, boy.
Two sentences or less of the Jamaican language, it has stirred a conversation nationally about our identity, about class, about our culture that I couldn't have asked for.
Is that what you wanted?
That was it. It wasn't about disrespecting Parliament. It was about disrupting Parliament. It was intentional. It was to stir that conversation in us because we had gone into this comfort zone of just accepting Parliament. So when I came in as a millennial politician and I'm told to read a prayer that says, that prays to the King and to the public weal and to his children, I felt very uncomfortable with those things. So I have been contending with them personally as a...
These are the representatives that we need in Parliament. I'm gonna play that again, bro. This is not what I came here for, you know. But you know, got to work. This is not what I came here for, honestly.
It was to stir that conversation in us because we had gone into this comfort zone of just accepting Parliament. So when I came in as a millennial politician and I'm told to read a prayer that says, that prays to the King and to the public weal and to his children.
Praise to the King and to the public weal and his children. As a Christian, that must be tough. Praise to the King. Praise. The only praise should be to God Almighty, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. I make no apologies. Boy, I couldn't be a politician. Couldn't be a politician, bro. Like, people want me for going at it, but you know, some people link me and say, oh, Bolo, you know, so we need to represent them. I say, I'm gonna leave that one alone, bro. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one all the way alone, you heard?
I felt very uncomfortable with those things. So I have been contending with them personally as a black woman from rural Jamaica, still praying to the King. And then what happened recently with a mace, again, I was confronted. Is this the kind of politics I want to leave when I exit the space? I did not come in here to keep it the same way. I came in here to disrupt it, for the
Shake it up, baby. Shake it up. Shake it up. Thank you. I love you, Miss Nikisha Bercho. You don't understand, man. That's what I'm talking about. Shake it up. Do not leave it the way you saw it. Just, let me stop. Calm down. I was about to say something. Yeah, let me calm down. I was excited a while ago. I'm sorry. But I shouldn't apologize because I didn't say it. So, you know, okay. Shout out to me for not saying it. But yeah, salute. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
That says
Shake
that
it
is
up.
to the king and to the public weal and to his children. I felt very uncomfortable with those things. So
Yeah,
I have been contending with them personally as a black woman from rural Jamaica,
Yeah.
still praying to the king. And then what happened recently with the mace, again, I was confronted. Is this the kind of politics I want to leave when I
Yes.
exit the space? I did not come in here to keep it the same way. I came in here to disrupt it for the better. And so in a sense, we're kind of juxtaposing the mace beside a mirror. I sought to put a mirror in Parliament, not for Jamaica to reflect on itself, but for Parliament.
Yes.
We are the legislators, for us to reflect on ourselves.
Yeah.
Is this what we want?
The Speaker of the House said, you knew better. And she said it 2 times. She said, she knows better. You knew better.
Yeah,
I
she
knew
know
better
better. It was intentional. She explained that already. Come on, Neville. Neville. She said it was intentional. You didn't have to ask that question. Hey, I got love for you, bro. Come on, stop it.
And to not represent my culture, for the people of Jamaica to not hear their language, to hear themselves in Parliament, I don't think.
I was asked a question about Dr. Brown Burke's lifting the mace. And I said in response that if you don't have rules and order, there will be chaos.
Yes.
I accept that some of those rules probably shouldn't be there, but they are there. So why don't you follow the rules that are there? And then when the time comes, if possible, change them. But why the rules are there, why don't you follow them?
So when is the time? And when
Well,
do
you
we-
should tell me that when the
Exactly,
time is.
which is why I raised that mirror for parliamentarians, for legislators, to look at themselves. Is this how you want to represent your parliament and your people in 2026?
Neville, your son of a Rasta. Neville. Your son is a Rasta. I know you understand. Antonio, big up. Neville Bell, I know you understand what a rebellion is. It's always the right time to question things that need to be questioned. To rebel against the things that need to be rebelled against. Come on, Neville. Those 2 questions you asked so far, bro, come on, stop it. Neville.
That was me disrupting it. That was me spurring the conversation to say, it's time.
It was intentional. You had her say that twice. You should have never asked that question against Neville. Come on, bro.
For change. And clearly, Parliament wasn't ready for that.
This is me freestyling. Selva Nev. What's up, bro? Honorable member of the platform. Talk to him. It is time to rebel.
Conversation. But you know who's ready for it? The diaspora. Who's ready for it? Jamaica is ready for that conversation. And they're having the conversation. I get the controversy, but controversy is good. That is how culture.
So, Neville. She's a pro. She answered the question. You asked it twice, and now she's giving you greater context. I hope we move on. I hope you understand why she did it anyway. She knows the rules, but you gotta break the rules sometimes, Neville. You gotta challenge the rules as a lawmaker. And this is a light rule. This is not like you committing a crime or not. You feel me? It's not a crime. So, all the rules. Man, let me stop.
Culture evolves. I want Jamaicans, I want our children to be able to rigorously learn and speak the English language, but I want them to intelligently navigate the Jamaican language. I want them to own it because language is confidence. I want our people, I want our children to confidently speak them patois in a parliament, out of parliament, in official, informal spaces, in informal spaces. For Read Across Jamaica Day last week, I went to a couple schools in my constituency. I didn't bring an English book about Spider-Man, Superman. I brought Jamaica Labrish by Louis Bennett. I brought Anansi Stories by Louis Bennett. And I was surprised a lot of the kids, they don't know who is Brother Tukuma. They don't know who is Big Boy. They don't know who is Anansi. We're losing it. And if we don't disrupt it, jolt society, then we're going to stay the same.
I was going to say I would suspect. I don't know. But I've seen Parliament. And you're a part of the opposition. if a member of the government did something that's wrong in Parliament, I suspect the opposition will jump on board and say, hold on, you did something.
Neville, at this point, I don't believe that the questions you're asking is your own. I believe somebody gave you a script. Because you're asking the same question over and over again. All you're focused on is the fact that it's wrong. Yes, it's wrong. Nobody now saying it wrong. But it was about challenging the ruling. It's about a rebellion, Neville Bell. Why you keep asking that same question over and over again? It's the same answer. Oh my God, bro.
Wrong.
Well, that's up for debate. As I said,
Hold on. The rules of Parliament say you must speak standard English. That's not up for debate. That's the standard order.
No. You weren't listening, Neville Bell. And I'm very disappointed in Neville Bell. Somebody gave you the script to write. Is it that somebody gave you the script to write, or this is your natural position? And you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm very disappointed. And I'm entitled to be disappointed. I am super disappointed in Neville Bell. She said in the beginning, you're not listening. You're hearing, but you're not listening. The standing order says that you, and I feel like playing it back. Let me go back. That is 553. Let me see if we can find it.
for Parliament is English language. It does not say
Listen
you
to
can't
this.
permission.
Did you get permission to
Listen
speak
to this.
Patois before?
I think the people gave me permission, but to be true to the letter of the standing order says the language for Parliament is English language. It does not say you can't speak Patois. And
So Neville Bell, you never hear that. You never hear when she say other people speak Patois all the time, and you're not hear nothing from the Speaker of the House. All when them did never get permission. Neville Bell. This is true, me no worship people. Yeah. Me can't call out anybody, anybody can call out me. Neville Bell. You look very suspect, sir. And you have to make sure, say, when you deal with the Queen of the South, you understand? You deal with her upon the right level. Because she explained herself already. Why do you keep asking the same question and challenging the thing over and over again? Other persons that never got permission spoke Patois in the Parliament. It's spoken every day. And she stated, it says, English is the language of the Parliament. It never said you cannot speak Patois. So it's left up to interpretation. It's like the law. Neville Bell. Like I share this video, ladies and gentlemen.
And I've been in Parliament since October of last year, and I hear Patois talk in Parliament every day.
In
I hear
a presentation?
in presentations, and no,
There's something wrong.
well, that's up for debate. As I said,
Hold on. The rules of Parliament say
Says-
you must speak standard English. That's not up for debate. That's the standard order 6.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes. But we were in what is called a sectoral debate.
Mm-hmm.
And the rules of debate allow you to use literary devices. This was a disruptive communicative device where you use jargons, you use slangs, you use other languages. I was following the rules of English language itself, which gives you literary devices that you can use. I did not, however, challenge the Speaker's authority. She made her decision. She had an option. She had an option to do what she did, which was quite predictable, or she could have risen to the moment to say for our culture,
And be
for a
flexible.
spokesperson on culture to come into our house and to confidently speak our language. I could allow 2 sentences because that's what she could have done as an enlightened leader. But
Was your presentation written?
Why TikTok? Wanna break my silence? I'm gonna end my TikTok live because nobody no rate me over here, so me no understand how I go on from my TikTok live. Everybody come in, nobody no say, I'm look good. Some new people there, man. Them just a pass through. Nobody over here so no rate me, man. How this? Yeah, nobody over TikTok has no rate me. Yeah, them people that rate me on TikTok. The one them where watch me right now, them people that rate me. Brother there. So hold on, brother company live. And me have to say that a while ago. Jaja God. I end me going in my life on TikTok and come over YouTube, yeah, man. Because I don't rate me. Me go have that conversation upon YouTube. My YouTube link is in my bio. No, man, you're good in a brat. You're good. But me go end the live because I not see my people over here. So it's kind of weird. How long have I been live? I've been live for 26 minutes. Or maybe 15 on TikTok. And if I never said something a while ago, nobody wouldn't hit the like button. A brat alone hit the like button. That's crazy. And it's literally on the screen right here. 50k likes and gifting. That's crazy. Nah. I not get no vibes off of TikTok tonight. I allow TikTok alone. No come over YouTube. The link in my bio. Look more. The word is love. TikTok now give me no vibes in the night, brother. A joke thing. No ratings not up on TikTok, man. At least my people them on YouTube I hit the like button. Jamaica has some stay, you know. Just tell it like it is, you know. Who want vex, who want, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's very disappointing to see Never Bell on this side of the argument. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing.
She did, which was quite predictable, or she could have risen to the moment to say for our culture,
And be
for a
flexible.
spokesperson on culture to come into our house and to confidently speak our language. I could allow 2 sentences because that's what she could have done as an enlightened leader. But
Was your presentation written entirely in Patois?
absolutely not. My first 2 sentences were written in Patois. Again,
Give me
for
a
the
second, guys.
shock
My
value
phone.
to get the conversations going so that we can evolve our culture.
Member of Parliament, are we not speaking about 2 different things? One is that there is that shouldn't be there. That is one argument. The other one is that you did not follow a rule that is there. What about a youngster watching now and says, okay, so the member of parliament says, if I don't like the rule, I must just do it my way, and whether them like it or not, them will live with that.
Well,
Is that a concern?
Well, to your first point, as which you asked about
Changing the
rule,
Yeah.
I am very much intending to do what I can to help that to move forward. So I've already spoken to the persons from the opposition who are on the standing order committee of parliament. It is chaired by the Speaker of the House, and we are going to be raising at the next sitting of that committee for our language or first language to be allowed in Parliament. It is chaired, as I said, by the Speaker and has majority government representatives on it. So if they are so enlightened, maybe we will see the laws changing. Secondly, about disruption. Disruption is not disrespect. A lot of people back in Sam Sharp Day and Paul Bogle Day would have said, how disrespectful of you to challenge the massa, how disrespectful of you to burn the plantations. That is disorderly. But sometimes, and I'm not at all likening myself to Sam Sharp or Paul Bogle. I'm talking about the moment when we have to decide, are we going to be like the frog boiling in the water and not realizing that we're disintegrating, or will we pop out of that hot water and decide that we're going to change, draw a line in the sand and change for the better, because our children demand that of us.
Yeah. You're just suggesting that you should be allowed to use patois. You're not saying use only patois in Parliament.
Oh, absolutely not. As I said, rigorously teach our children to know English, to use it confidently, but also teach them the confidence of using their own language. That is our gift. That is the genius. That's a talent that has been given to us by our foreparents, and we shouldn't shy away from it.
What happens now? Next time you speak, what you gonna do?
Boy, I don't want to pray up myself. I don't know, I'm a country girl from Garland, so patois come out of my mouth naturally. When I know I'm gonna say it and then me get run out of the house, I go try, but I'm still gonna use the systems, use the procedures in the house, be it bring us a private member's motion if needs be, to allow me to talk naturally, man. The truth is, a lot of the things that we regurgitate in Parliament, some of us don't even understand it. We get these written things that we have to speak a certain way, and we're just like puppets, speaking it when we have a beautiful language here that the world loves and we hate.
You did it because of your position as culture?
Spokesperson for culture and creative industries. And that was about my broader topic, which was culture is not decoration. It's not something you take out as an item on a program. It is something that has value, intrinsic value, and also external value that we can monetize, but also that we can feel proud of.
Yeah. You answered the question already when I asked if the entire speech was in Patois, and you said no. Yeah. Why did you not write the entire speech in Patois?
Because I absolutely expected this speaker to rule that out before that.
In other words,
and two lines were enough.
In other words, you knew what you were doing.
2 lines were enough.
In other words, you knew what.
You know, say, Never Bell annoy me. I never think mother say, you know how long me I watch Never Bell? I watch Never Bell, you know how old Never Bell is? I watch Never Bell from my little youth, you know. Never Bell, yeah, annoy me. How much times is she going to say the same thing, bro? Why are we going back? She did it on purpose to challenge the status quo. And you're going to talk about, if the rules say, you know, let me just say this, because this is a perfect example. If the rules say, if they make it in law tomorrow, that, and remember they have the majority, if the Jamaica Labour Party make it in law tomorrow and say, you know what, we're going to change the law so that you cannot discriminate against somebody that likes little people. Little people meaning children. So it's in the law now. You're not going to challenge the law because it's the law. But it's morally wrong. And you know it's wrong. But you don't challenge it. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. Boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere, man. That is the argument he's making, you know. Because it's the ruling in the house, you should not challenge it. I call cap, I call BS. Wally pa S back at the B. BS. Every ruling, only God's law alone cannot be challenged. I don't think y'all heard me now. Only God's law cannot be challenged. God's rule, anything where man put up can be challenged, but not God's law. God is sovereign. Man is not sovereign. So I don't understand why he keeps going over this. Oh, basically what you're saying is she been saying that, bro. Come on, man. Yo, catch up.
Speech was in Patois when you said no. Why did you not write the entire speech in Patois?
Because I absolutely expected this speaker to rule that out before that.
In other words,
and 2 lines were enough.
In other words, you knew what you were doing.
2 lines were enough.
In other words, you knew what you were doing.
The point was made with 2 lines. No need to beat a dead horse.
In other words, you knew what you were doing.
No need to beat a dead horse. Jamaica is talking about culture and patois today. Miss Lou is proud, I'm pleased, and I would do it again.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
For explain.
Already have a teeth.
Boy, Never Bell, boy. Hey, man. Hey.
Thanks for staying with us. As the nomination period closed for the May 2022 election of Colonel of the Akampong Maroons, Richard Curry emerged as the only nominee for the post. The development comes amid an ongoing legal challenge in the Supreme Court seeking to limit Curry's authority to exercise powers as Colonel.
The lead-up to the Maroon nominations took a dramatic turn last week when 2 prospective candidates sought and obtained a 28-day injunction in the Supreme Court to restrain Richard Curry from exercising his powers as Colonel of Akampong. Attorneys representing Meredith Rowe asked the court to block any election from taking place in Akampong at this time, especially under circumstances the complainant Meredith Rowe deemed unacceptable. But despite the injunction, the nomination day activities continued as planned. And at the end of the closing at midday,
one potential candidate was nominated. That is Chief Richard Curry, the incumbent. He actually came along with his 10 witnesses and he paid his dues in currencies, US currencies. And the incident, it was incident-free.
In a release on Thursday, the Akampong Electoral Committee said it's surprised that the affidavit reportedly filed by the attorneys representing Mr. Rowe repeatedly acknowledges that the Maroons are a self-governing people, yet the court saw it reasonable to grant an injunction. The committee further
The injunction cannot stand. They are self-governing people. You big dummy. Look upon Jonas and him government that try to get involved in that people in business. Huh? You can't stay there. Hey, you go on, you know? Who know I set up for yourself, man? You can't stay there. You, hey, man.
Then the actions of Mr. Rowe, who it says under the provisions of the Akampong Constitution is not qualified to contest the election. Mr. Rowe is arguing that the election process has been unfair and flawed, noting that with the February 18 date for the constitutional holding of the election having passed, Chief Curry is no longer the leader of the Akampong Maroons. But on Friday, Chief Curry maintained that he acts independent of the electoral process as outlined in the Constitution.
There is due process to follow in the event of a challenge or an issue with regards to processes that are traditionally handled internally. And if that be the case, then that avenue had already been extended and is available to anyone who is qualified and eligible.
In the meantime, Chief Curry says the challenge brought by Mr. Rowe is unfortunate and unfounded, as the Maroon Constitution clearly sets out the process under which an election is to be staged.
It is unfortunate because when I came back to Akampong, the only thing I heard was Akampong can never be better. Maroon will never be better. And these were the same persons that were in leadership in those periods and in those tenures. And in the 5 years that I've been here, I've outdone what they have done in the combined period that they've all sat here. Don't ask me, ask the people. They can tell you.
Meanwhile, candidates who are expected to contest the Maroon election have been reacting.
So Chief Curry outdone you guys collectively, your entire terms that you were in power. And so, yeah, okay.
Reacting to today's
Shout out to
nomination,
Chief Curry,
we spoke with former Maroon Chief Ferron Williams.
Oh, they think of doing the election, you have the recall? Of course. That's not of course. Everything will have to go over because this is illegally. What he is doing, what he has done today was illegally.
What he has done today is illegally. Sir? Sir. Yo, bro, no. Why? Yo, listen. What is going on right now, man? What he has done today is illegally. He said that twice. He mentioned that same nonsense twice. All right? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Thing will have to go over because this is illegally. What he is doing, what he has done today was illegally. It was illegal. An injunction was taken out.
It was illegally. It is legally. It is what? Whose mess is this, bro?
And you have knowledge of it, but yet go against it because you are saying that the Constitution of Akampong.
What do you mean he's saying the Constitution of Akampong? You don't know the Constitution? Yo, what is happening right now, bro? This is hilarious. This is hilarious. I'm telling y'all right now, this is comical. Like and share this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Mr. Ferron Williams, former Maroon Chief. We see what it is, bro. It's hard out there for a loser, you know what I'm saying?
That you carry through with it. No.
A heated debate turned deadly.
Of a compound. That you carry through with it. No. Knowledge of it, but yet go against it because you are saying that the Constitution of a compound stipulate that you carry through with it. No.
The brother are now finishing sentence them. His arguments are not cogent. They're not clear. They're all over the place, Jamaica. Them all over the place, you realize. That's crazy.
A heated debate turned deadly after a man was chopped to death in Whitehall's.
All right. I'm all right. Have a good night with that. Shout out to Queen of the South. All right. Keep winning. Yeah, keep winning. Keep winning. What is going on here? Let me just scroll through. What she say here, sir? Super special. Today I sang at a funeral. Oh my God. She can't sing? Hold on there.
In the spirit, her children rise up and call her blessed. When I am low in spirit, I cry, Lord, lift me up, for I want to go higher in thee. But the Lord knows I can't live on the mountain. And so he takes out a valley for her. My Jesus lead beside still water, still water. Yes, I went in the valley below the valley, and he drew me aside to be tested, Lord, and tried. But in the valley, he restored my soul. Yeah, as dark as the dungeon, yeah, the sun still shine. Oh, I trust Lord, why must this be? And he told me there is joy in my sorrow. Oh, and there is victory in its
Captain, I don't know what you're talking about, Captain Merch. I don't know which song you're talking about. But, mighty God. Would you know say Nikisha Burchell can sing like that? I never knew. I never knew Jamaica. I did not know.
Donated for hurricane relief following hurricane. The Auditor General's latest real-time audit report into billions of dollars donated for hurricane relief following Hurricane Melissa has left the opposition People's National Party irate at the findings. While the government has sought to counter, insisting there was no claim of corruption or scandal, one opposition senator counters.
It is unconscionable and scandalous that the government sat and donated money while thousands of Jamaicans suffered. People were hungry. People were sleeping under damaged roofs or no roofs at all. Families were struggling to rebuild their lives, and the money donated by generous Jamaicans and well-wishers to help them was simply sitting idle, going nowhere. Unlike the government, the facts are honest. The Auditor General confirmed that percent of the 1.4.
Unlike the government, the facts are honest. I like that. Mr. Cleveland Tomlinson, I'll be using that. Unlike the government, the facts are honest. I like that.
4 billion in Hurricane Melissa donations remain idle, going nowhere. Unlike the government, the facts are honest. The Auditor General confirmed that 88% of the 1.4 billion in Hurricane Melissa donations remain uncommitted.
The opposition's deputy spokesman on productivity, efficiency, and effectiveness says this means there was no plan, no contract, and no obligation to deploy the funds. He reasons.
Bureaucracy slows spending, but it does not prevent a government from committing funds. So the question that must be asked is why several months after Hurricane Melissa did 88% of donated funds have no commitment whatsoever attached to them. And this appears to be a pattern because we must recall that the Auditor General said that 138 million from hurricane burial donations in 2024 sat idle and was never reported to the Ministry of Finance as required by the law.
The senator also countered the government's response, contending there's no defense for the handling of the funds and demands that a transparent expenditure plan be laid out for the money.
Senator Morgan cannot credibly blame red tape for money that was never directed anywhere. These are not bureaucratic delays. This is a governance failure. Jamaicans who donated in good faith deserve accountability, and we're calling on the government to immediately publish a transparent expenditure plan for all outstanding disaster relief funds.
The government has said the findings further support the need for the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, NARA, to chart the country's infrastructure rebuilding efforts after Hurricane Melissa. The Auditor General's latest real-time.
Anyway, we're going to move on. So Jamaica, I put out the video of, Mr. Paul Buchanan interview. Alisa, how you doing? Guys, remember to help with the live goal, okay? I put out a video with Paul Buchanan interview on Voice of the Nation on TikTok. And I'm so happy that I had an opportunity to record this. I don't know if Voice of the Nation have a YouTube channel, but we're going to go over it, ladies and gentlemen. A lot was said. Yeah, let's get into it.
Walk through. I know you have I think a secretary there with you to do a quick introduction. You walk us through the regular step. Nothing complicated we're about to do. We just want the Jamaican people to hear from the man of Jamaica.
Well, first of all, good evening. Good evening.
Paul Buchanan, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Can I get a good evening from Mr. Paul Buchanan, or a good night or a good morning? Let's go.
Good evening, man. Good evening.
Evening, Mr. Buck.
Yeah,
Evening.
man.
Glad to hear it, man. Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to come back. It has been a journey. And we are finally here. There is a rendezvous coming up. A time when myself and Andrew Holness, there will be a key decision. That is the 22nd of June at 9:30 in the appeal court before 3 judges. We will decide whether we're going to have free and fair elections in Jamaica or not. Or we're going to have a repeat.
First of all, we're not going to just scroll past what he just said. He said we're going to decide on June 22nd whether Jamaica is going to have free and fair elections or not. And inadvertently, what he's saying is September 3rd, where his constituency, which obviously is the constituency of Andrew Holness, did not have free and fair elections. I just wanted to point that out. This is what the man is saying. Let's continue.
Of the 3rd of September, where we will have a repeat of whether the school bus money or whichever money found their way to elect.
Daryl Vaz. Daryl Vaz. Boy, I'm telling you, boy. Man, you always catching strays, bro. You always catching strays, Daryl Vaz.
Elections in Jamaica or not. Or you're going to have a repeat of the 3rd of September, where we'll have a repeat of whether the school bus money or whichever money found their way to election. Because I have never seen anything like that in West Central, St. Andrew. One of the strongest PMP divisions in the country. My canvas was 7,000 from
Alita, big up a nice clean self, you know. I guess a $20 the live goal. $20. $20. The live goal, I need $20. Super chat on the live goal. Alright, my people. Alita drop a 10, so that no count. But for the live goal. But it does count. So if 20 people want to send $10, believe the man. Believe.
From lines alone. In the election. An election in which from in the
Big
morning.
up yourself, Alita. Love you, boo. Alright.
Andrew Holness realized that he was in the fight of his life. Because...
Hold on, but Alita, why aren't you honorable member of the platform? You purchased the membership, man. Alita, come on, man. Listen, you know the bad emoji them and all of the different VIP perks and all of these things. Come on, man.
One of the strongest PMP divisions in the country. My canvas was 7,000 for Mullines alone. In the election. An election in which from in the morning, Andrew Holness realized that
7,000 for one area in Jamaica. The man canvas had 7,000 persons voting for him. I want to remind you of how many votes Andrew won. So you can get the context of what the man is saying. Look at this. Because I went back for the results, you know. You want to see that? 7,054 Andrew have. And Mr. Paul Buchanan had 4,953. Jamaica, at half our press would say Something, alright? Let me play it too. Let me make sure so. I'm gonna need the audio for that for the rest of this. Yeah, man. Let me just find it. Let me just find the audio. Yeah, the audio, yeah.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right.
Tell about them.
Tell about them.
Alright.
More lines alone. The strongest, one of the strongest PMP divisions in the country. My canvas was 7,000 for my lines alone. In the election, an election in which from in the morning, Andrew Holness realized that he was in the fight of his life. Because in all prior elections, going back about the last 30 years, what they do is flood the Olympic way and our people not able to vote. They don't want to go over through that Massa Green over in Tower Hill. Tower Hill, as you know, is a place you don't go on Christmas Day, much less in an election. There are 17 PDs over there. So your audience must understand that in this election, we outnumber them on Olympic way. So they couldn't intimidate us. Consequently, and Mr. Holness said that I saw him driving up and down the whole day with 2 SWAT cars, intimidating my people.
Jamaica, when you hear that? Andrew Holness drive around all day with 2 SWAT cars, intimidating people. You listening?
So they couldn't intimidate us. Consequently, and Mr. Holness said that I saw him driving up and down the whole day with 2 SWAT cars, intimidating my people. When him go do pant him to the crowd, when him say Mall Road, Tika, them can tell you about that. You understand? So we weren't afraid because, you know, God was fighting with us. And from the beginning of this campaign, I told you, he cannot beat me. We just never execute the campaign of the past the right way.
Jamaica, when you hear that? Mr. Paul Buchanan said from the beginning of the campaign, him telling us that Andrew Holness couldn't beat him. They just did not execute. Because stuff were done on the day to change the election. As I hear him talking about intimidation, he's going to get more into it. Let's continue.
My lines with 13,400 votes, that alone can win.
My lines road have 13,000 votes. Go back a bit. What are they?
Fighting with us. And from the beginning of this campaign, I told you, he cannot beat me. We just never execute the campaign of the past the right way. You have my lines with 13,400 votes. That alone can win any election. Just intimidation and fear. So, what took place? But first of all, let me explain. I wanted to say something which I didn't say.
The more you stay home, the less you want to.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about that.
First of all, let me explain. I wanted to say something which I didn't say in the last time we were. I don't want people to just to come to an election situation or issue without knowing a little about me and why it was so difficult for him to prevail over me. From long ago, I should have been on the stage, and I'm not going to take up the time on the political stage. But I have won in West Rural. I have been to Parliament already. I had to turn back 3,000 votes that Gallimore had won by. Keith Duncan and others stood by and watched. He probably supported them. Now he's in the Senate, supporting them. Andrew Holness, big friend. Gallimore had beaten Andrea Moore and Dr. Carol Archer by roughly 3,000. And he thought he was impregnable. And as such, he took my eye off the ball and he lost to me. The point I want to make is that Parliament is no stranger to me. I don't miss nothing. I'm not fighting to go to Parliament. All I'm asking is that we expose what happened on the 3rd of September. It's not about victory or defeat. It's about the atrocities, the breaches, the things that were done. And if the PNP don't keep them eye on the ball, if this continues, where money is used to bastardize the democratic process, what's going to happen is that we might never see power again.
Jamaica, when you hear that? Mr. Paul Buchanan is warning the People's National Party. If they don't pay attention to this situation in his constituencies and others, where money is used to bastardize the democratic process, turn it into one big baga, two-mouth, undemocratic process. If they don't pay attention to it, man, if they don't stand up, and I'm calling. No, hey, Captain, hey, listen me now, man. Listen me now, man. You remember good. That's all me I say to you. It'll work right now on my channel. Tell me how you do the ratio of having 37,400 subs, but only 43 I want to get notification, and some of the people them that came, I had to send them the link. You know much people come on the channel and say, Bolo, you know how long when I get a notification? Today Resilience was in the building. Resilience used to watch every video. Resilience used to watch every video. And Resilience, I want to moderate and Resilience say, Bolo, you know how long I don't get a notification? So them a work, bro. Them a work, but we are work too. Yeah, man.
So to do that, there are lessons
still I put in the work
about this struggle that I'm on. And I have a group of people like Tika and others to keep the fire burning.
Yes.
The official down of the PMP wasn't there downtown at Supreme Court. General people was there, the little people. The people of Michael Manley always believe is the real power in the land. They were there, they come out every day from all the down of the PMP wasn't there downtown at Tama. And I have a group of people like Tika and others to keep the fire burning.
Yes.
The official down of the PMP wasn't there downtown at Supreme Court. General people was there, the little people. The people of Michael.
So PMP, we better start support this man more. No? Jamaica, I don't know mistake, I just have to talk the truth. The man is, what I'm hearing from him is that the regular people are giving him the support. PMP look like them not really, them think it's a lost cause. Well, we are called upon them to change that thinking, you know. If that's what they're thinking, we are say Marky G and the PMP, you know, snap out of it and support Paul Buchanan. June 22nd, we will pack up the ruling. Oh, yeah, man, pack up a place, man. Make sure it's on the outside June 22nd. Yes, man. Oh, for Mobile. Hold on there. You know, I see something on Marvin page. Marvin have one protest that come up, but I don't know which day. So I'm going to go look for it. For the poster there. Granville Peace March, May 17th. That is Sunday. 2 p.m. Them a march from Granville through Mobile. Alright? Stop police brutality. Peaceful march, Jamaica. All the people in Mobile will listen to me. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell some more friends. We have other friends. We have whole heap of friends. Say, May 17, 2026, there will be a peaceful protest from Granville to Montego Bay. Falling we're getting. So if they march from Granville and come reach you, you just march with them, go through Mobile. Alright, my people. I wish I afforded I afforded to help this channel. Still have canvas on my house. Nikisha is our MP. Captain of South St. James are there? Where you say you still have the thing there for your house, what you call it? The chapalin. I hope you there and see over there fight phone, you know. And I raise the alarm and I raise the conversation, you know. Cause I them thing they upset me, you know, about the government, you know. I don't like them, you know. Brother, yo, I not even want to see them, you know. I don't even know, you know. Not even, yo, them upset my spirit. There's no excuses for how them treat the people that get damaged by the hurricane. I really think, brother, yo, thing hurt me, yo. Sometimes it even like, you understand? You just have to try. If you come up on the internet, you have to know say. You have to conduct yourself a certain way. But I tell you, these guys are evil and wicked. Alright, that's something there. Evil and wicked. You see me? We are move on still.
Manley always believe is a real power in the land. They were there. They come out every day from all over this country in support of them.
Oh my God. The beautiful Samia. Samia. How you doing, baby? Samia, you have my number? You have my WhatsApp number? If you don't have my WhatsApp number, take it right now and call me. Call me right now. This is one of my day ones, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Samia Nimat. And she sings as well. You heard? Alright, so take my number right now. Tell me when you're ready. Call me on WhatsApp. Alright. Samia is one of my day ones. You know I'm live on the other channel too, right? You ready? 876-451. So that's 876-451. 6535. Samia in the building. Oh my God. You gotta call me right now, Samia. Call me on WhatsApp. If you want to call me on video, call, you can call me. If you want to. Alright. But yeah, that's the number right there. Call me right now. Somebody text me and say, despicable Andrew. I know Nikisha Birchall's father is a pastor, but I just never knew that Nikisha Birchall could sing that well. You know. So shout out to her. She's quite multi. I think Mark Golding, it's not that she doesn't have the capabilities, but I think, yeah, Samia, call me right now. I think she has the capabilities to operate in any portfolio, but culture, given the fact that she's a master in communication, given her background, I think Mark Golding got it right. Because her passion for culture is second to none. It's crazy. Her speech was phenomenal that she gave. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Alright, so this channel is not the main channel. You know that, right? And I would love for you to become a member of the alright. Me get the picture them from down at South St. James. I got it. Yeah, I would love for you to come over to Bolo VNR 2.0. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, man, me see it, man. Somebody a text me that's on the live right now telling me, you know what I mean? Samia says she outside. Samia says she outside, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday, baby. I was on the road, but yeah, nah. In Jamaica, yeah, you gotta come home before 12. Jamaica is getting quite crazy. The police, I don't know, and the criminals, they all seem to turn, well, not all of them, but a large majority of them, they seem to be demon possessed. They seem to be demon possessed after 12. Like the moon comes out and they just get crazy. I don't know what's going on with the police. All types of things be happening.
So whether them pepper spray them or not, they stood and they keep coming back. Verbal, all of them.
Oh, now, so a lot of crazy stuff is happening in Jamaica right now with the police. The police is on track of unaliving one person a day in this very small island. And that's 365 persons. So when I say that it appears as if they go crazy and they're demon possessed after 12, I am very serious. I'm not even joking. Yeah, it sounds funny to some. It might sound hilarious to others. I'm just, people might say, oh, you're just exaggerating. But when you look at the thing from a spiritual level, you would understand exactly what I'm saying. You understand? Given the fact, like I'm saying, they are on pace to unalive one person a day in this small island, and they may go over it. Last year they were at a record high. Oh yeah, so Samia, if you are that type of person, you already know. You already know what time it is. There is a spirit of darkness. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's a death order that is like, if you don't have the mark on you or on your household, like, hey, listen, man, you gotta have God's protection around you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And that is the reason why one of the points of light in this campaign is people like Tika. She took on, she never go hide. She took on some of the rough.
Hey, Samia, I know you out. I know you out here shy. I know you outside, but I know you out here shy. You like, Bolo, I don't want to call right now. Every artist I know is shy. Like, all singers are, well, yeah, they got a little shyness in them. But that's the beauty of being an artist. Like, you gotta overcome that. I know, but you don't. You can call me, like, you know what I'm saying, so they can hear you. You know what I mean? But I want you to go over to Bolo VNR 2.0 and check. It's different on Bolo VNR 2.0. There's more options over Bolo VNR 2.0 that I would love for you to see for yourself and explore if you like. All right, so I'm live on both platforms at the same time right now.
You understand? And she would have felt pleased to see Orange Pan Olympic way for the first time in an election, because this was a serious one. And I want people to not understand that it is not about winning as a member of parliament. It's about what you do. I left 150 computers up at West Rural, and not one has been accounted for. I left 5 IT centers up there. Nobody in the history of this country as an MP has ever come close. They might be one or possibly two. No.
Jamaica, Mr. Paul Buchanan said he left multiple computers in Juliet Cuthbert's constituency, and none of them is accounted for. He started educational centers, multiple educational centers. Listen.
150 computers up at West Rural.
150 computers. and they can't find any of them. Judith Cuthbert, come to the front of the class. Anybody that knows her, tag her. We want you to answer to this. What's going on with the 150 computers in your constituency? Do you know about, what has happened to those computers? Inquiring minds would like to know. You know what I mean? Yes.
And not one has been accounted for. I left 5 IT centers up there. Nobody needs to.
5 IT centers. Information technology, computer. 5 IT centers. He left in that constituency. 5. 150 computers. And nobody knows where the computers are? Very interesting, Samia. Very interesting. When I tell you, this exclusive with Mr. Paul Buchanan, boy, hey, everybody got the smoke. Even the PMP, even the opposing political party, they got smoke in this one. They gotta pull up their socks, man. Hey, man, they gotta pull up their socks. Real talk. There's areas to improve. You already know how I am. I support Mark Golding. But if there's a legit, especially coming from certain sources, when you hear Paul Buchanan say what he says, you gotta look into it like, all right, okay, yeah, maybe Mr. Golding has to operate outside of himself a little bit, change the game. You know what I'm saying? Because as a leader, your party, it is very corrupt. Oh my God, it is so corrupt. As a leader, your party takes your identity. So, Mr. Golding, sir, it's time to turn up. Like they say in America, yeah, it's time to turn up. You gotta show the Jamaica Labour Party that what you campaigned on in last year's election was not just a campaign. It was principle. It was what you live by. So it is clear that they have just totally moved away from all good principles in the Jamaica Labour Party, and that's why we need the balancing act, the very rigorous, aggressive balancing act of the People's National Party. That's what we need.
To this country as an MP has ever come close. They might be one or possibly two. No.
I have to tell, you're built like a pro. My husband says chest is the hardest muscle to build. What's your superset?
I don't have one, no gym.
No gym, how?
I'm 44, I don't waste time there. I do military calisthenics.
At 5, I had one at Oberlin, one at Stonehill, one at Red Hills, and one at Rockall, and one at Cavaliers, all gone under Juliet Cuthbert. In an AI world, in a world of robotics, where for 3.5 years, I established those centers. And the young people were learning, PMP and JLP sit on side by side, learning IT. A lot of them have jobs today because of that period. We're giving them 22,500 a month in association with the Heart and the Universal Access Fund. 146 of them.
So, Mr. Paul Buchanan had a situation happening in his constituency where he was training individuals and they were getting paid at the same time. Man, 146 of them, let's play that back.
Side on side, learning IT. A lot of them have jobs today because of that period. We're giving them.
So they got jobs from the training, but while they were training, they were giving them what?
IT. A lot of them have jobs today because of that period. We're giving them 22,500 a month in association with the Heart and the Universal Access Fund.
Okay, so Heart and the Universal Access Fund, they gave them a stipend of $22,500 a month while they were getting first class training in IT. Man, 146 of these people. So that's 146 families being affected by one MP or council. Well, MP would be an MP, or it could be a councillor, depending on what he's able to actually do with the resources that he does have. Very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. 146 families. Yeah.
146 of them. So I wasn't asking to come to West Central to occupy space. And the great loss of this election is the AI center that I would have built, and we would have started by now. I would have built it on West Bay Farm Road and the no man's land. Because HOLNESS have no concept about that. We want to build houses down there so we can get more vote. We have a constituency where the young people are left behind. And they don't even...
So Mr. Buchanan is saying if he had won the elections, that he would have already built this particular training center that has to do with robotics, AI and robotics. That's where the world is going. He had a vision, he had a forward vision. What has Andrew Holness what has Andrew Holness done, the Prime Minister of Jamaica? What has he done for his constituency that is left as a positive legacy? What impact has he had? I think that's a fair question. Somebody need to link tea coffee me, From down West Central, St. Andrew. Yeah, man. West Central, St. Andrew, right? Yeah, man. Somebody need to link her for me. We need to take up on it. We need to take up on the program. We need her number. You understand? Somebody reach out to Tika for me, man. Right on the YouTube, me talking. I'm not talking about TikTok, because she's already been heard on TikTok. I need her on YouTube. I can send her a link. And even send Mr. Paul Buchanan a link where he can come right beside me. I can set the live, set a date, all that thing. Right here on the screen, right like this. Side by side. I've done it before, yeah. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
You understand political manipulation. My time is fast approaching. That's all I can leave with them. The only way they can compete in this world, in a world that artificial intelligence will take over, is we who lead and we are MPs and all of that. Is to change the landscape of that place. If you think about West Central, you think about Toile, 55 murders up to the election, leading the country in the year. Pure contract killing.
Jamaica, hear that? 1 year in Andrew Holness constituency had 55 persons unalived. Pure contract unaliving. The Prime Minister's constituency, and that was leading up to the election. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. That's crazy.
That is the legacy of that. West Central, you think about Toile, 55 murders up to the election, leading the country in the year. Pure contract killing. That is the legacy of his period. We were going to change the culture, make people look at West Central in a different light. Was going to bring Jamaica there. There you'd have to come and learn AI and robotics. The land is there. And this was a serious pledge, as I have done in West Rural, with my highway from Red Hills going all the way.
So he already identified the lands that he would use for this project. So you know that him going, if he had won and the PNP went into power, it would have been easy. It would have been easy work, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, man. Man, it's sad, bro. It's sad, man.
Way up the wild to join Nita when you go Bagwalk. That's the best way to drive. That's my highway. The new Red Hill School, the water supply for the first time from Hermitage come down to Golden Spring, the clinic in Golden Spring, 3 clinics in one term. had 147 such achievements. I wanted to change the landscape of West Central, so that is what we lost. Now has to the...
So this is what I'm talking about right here, guys. I can set up my life in such a way. See, that was Mama San and me on my live. But it's one guest at a time. Nelson, how you doing? No man, Captain Mergy. No man, I want your man, Captain Mergy. You need to get some assistance. You send me the picture of them a while ago at the roof of your house, right? With the tarpaulin pan it, right? No, you need to get some assistance. So I was on the live with Mama San, see that? I need to clip up them something when me and Mama San are talking, you know, and post it, you know. Yeah, man. I need to clip it up. I don't have enough time in the day. Because a lot of people miss these live streams, you know. Me and Mama San did they talk for a good look while. You feel me, I deal with? Yeah. So that was the other night, the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. The day before. So big up Mama San, you see me? Yeah. I was talking about Judith HOLNESS and the Minister of Education. One was deception, you know, and the other one was just hypocrisy. So I was tackling the lies and hypocrisy. Oh my, hey, Captain Mergy, I can just imagine. I can just imagine. My mom would cry. My mom would cry. My mom would cry. My mom cries for the persons that, you know, are in the positions that they're in those spaces. And if she was in those positions herself, she would cry. She would have those moments. But you know what my mom do when she cry? She cry and pray. Because the Almighty is the deliverer. You understand? Put your troubles, lay them right in front of the Lord. Yes, man. The Lord will not, your cries will not go void, you know. You understand? Come on, 67. Mighty God. And I noticed that too. There's so many elders in Samia, you still with us? There's multiple persons that are in that age group, 70, almost 80, in their 60s. And I'm saying the most vulnerable persons that lost almost everything or everything in the hurricane. The government should have made it a point of duty that they sort out those individuals. Deal with them. Age is very important in terms of this whole scenario. That should have been a factor to say, you know, we have assessed these people first. Work with the MPs. Find out who are the elderly people, who are the single mothers, who are the persons that have disabilities, and assess them first and get them the help first. I believe those should be VIP. If you have a mother that, you know, and she have multiple children, if you have a family and they have multiple children, they are part of the vulnerable list. Deal with them first. I believe the government should have made that a point of duty. I believe they should have made concessions for that, to show real care for the people. Nobody in their right mind could go and look and say, oh my God, how comes the elder got help before me? How comes the disabled person got help before me? How comes the single mother got help before me? How comes the elderly woman or man got help before me? Nobody could say that in their right mind. Everybody would understand. No, I know that Nikisha Burchell is trying, you know. That's why I love her so much, because of the passion that she has for the people in South St. James, her constituents. She fights for them. If she had the power, I mean, if the PMP was in power, there's no question that persons in South St. James would have been sorted out. From February the latest, man. Come on, man. Joke thing, fam. January, February, March, April, May. That's crazy, man.
Breaches.
Crazy.
And I'm going fast here because I want people to digest everything. What took place? You cannot have an election.
I just want to.
This part is important. You hear me say? What took place? Listen to this.
Where you cannot have an election. Where what if you think you can win an election, if you win an election, what are men doing in mass, invading stations? Why are men double voting?
Jamaica, Wagwan CJ. You hear that? The man say, what are men doing in mask? Listen what the man say happen for an election there.
You think you can win an election if you win an election? What are men doing in mass, invading stations?
Men came in mask, invading polling stations. Listening what happened on the day in Jamaica. This is why it's in court, you know. The Paul Buchanan situation on June 22nd, the judges will rule. And hey, listen. Hello? People to stay tuned to Durval platform on TikTok. I know Durval, him and the man, him did it all the while. Mama Sandy did it too. And they behind the thing and, you know, I push the thing. You got Mama San. Alright?
Men double voting. Why you change what is called the courier route from Jews Avenue?
People were double voted. People were double voting in Andrew constituency. You know hear what the man said? Why did they change the route for the ballot box to actually go to the polling station? They took the long way around Jamaica. Why did they do that? Listen up.
In the west, you go east on the night from Jews. Why you change what is called the courier route from Jews Avenue in the west, you go east on the night of election to the counting station. Why policemen came and took my boxes, gone west in a towel? Why they move?
Policemen came and took the boxes them and gone west. Listen the argument.
East on the night of election to the counting station. Why policemen came and took my boxes, gone west in a towel? Why they move from Mullines Road, go down Seaward Drive, and when them reach compound, which is them stronghold, and try lose my escort, they find them.
Jamaica, wanna hear that? There was an escort following the ballot box, and when them reaching at them constituency, the policemen them try to lose the escort according to Paul Buchanan and witnesses. You hear that, Jamaica? Aye, la 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 la.
Said them turn again and go down a towel. Ram took my boxes, gone west in a towel. Why they move from Mullines Road, go down Seaward Drive, and when them reach compound, which is them stronghold, and try lose my escort, they find themselves and turn again and go down a towel, and by people have to give up the chase. How can policemen accompany boxes without not even a GLP indoor agent, much less a PMP? At them and God alone.
Wanna hear that? No representative of either party was with the police when them escaped the escort. Then dip and duck and slide Jamaica. Not my word. I'm just echoing the message that I'm hearing so you can fully understand the dire situation that we have ourselves in regards to this situation with Paul Buchanan and this seat and Andrew HOLNESS. Like and share this video. If I haven't mentioned that enough, it's super important that you like and share the video. If you have liked the video already, share the link and tell your friends to come and like and share the video. so we can have more people in the building and we can get to 40,000 likes. Hey man, listen.
One of my boxes, or maybe them and the devil throw it up on a toil and buy people have to give up the chase. So can policemen accompany boxes without not even a GLP indoor agent, much less a PMP? Are them and God alone of my boxes, or maybe them and the devil?
You know, are them and the devil, my general. You remember good?
PMP. Are them and God alone of my boxes, or maybe them and the devil? And then you talk, oh, you win, or you can win. You have 100 and odd boxes. And I lead you from 50 boxes out, I catch you and leading you. We come down to 30. We come down to 25. We come down to 20. And when it reach somewhere between 15 and 17, the internet disappear. And in West Central, the lights disappear.
Jamaica, the man is giving you the outline of how it went down. First, the internet disappeared and then the light disappeared. After Paul Buchanan was leaning the whole time convincingly with few boxes left. Listen to the argument.
Somewhere between 15 and 17, the internet disappear. And in West Central, the lights disappear. That's not democracy. And under the Representation of People's Act, it only take one breach. One breach.
Want to hear that, Jamaica? I learned that on Mr. Will Rattigan's program. It only takes one breach for this thing to go through. What he filed. So the court was in error. That's why this thing have to go to the court, because they know under the law, yeah, CJs if you like up alive. CJ, become a member of the platform, man. If you see the option, become a member of the platform.
And you add a multiplicity of breaches. And that is where a brilliant counsel, a courageous man, right? A man who has stood up. Who all him life he supported the Jamaica Labour Party, but this one himself.
Jamaica, want to hear that? The lawyer that is on Paul Buchanan's case has supported the Jamaica Labour Party all his life. I did not know this. Who is the lawyer, Jamaica? Let's play it back.
Breaches. And that is where a brilliant counsel, a courageous man, right? A man who has stood up. Who all him life he supported the Jamaica Labour Party, but this one him said, no, sir. And him take on the case. And we have been fighting and fighting and fighting, right? Until we reach here. Because there are a lot of people who weary from struggling. You know, when you struggle and you have to take a lonely road, them call you and them say, Mr. About, make him go on. Make him go on. Make him go on, no bother with it. And they have some who come and them want to come with them bribe and them money. Right? But that can be the sum of my life. I lose a 2021 Prado down there. Them block, I repurchase my gun, block my gun license. They do everything down there. And I'm still standing. That's what it will take. But I don't worry no more. And those a lot of people say, Mr. Buck, you're afraid of your life and all them evil and all that. I don't worry. I have been there, I see it all. In Parliament, my colleagues asked, when Seaga was going to pay tribute to him, I did. When Nelson Mandela died, they asked again that I pay tribute to Nelson. I did. I thought I acquitted myself well. I have been there. I have achieved as a youngster. I played both football and cricket for this country. What has Wholeness done? At Pride, I give out 78,000 lots. I coordinated that program. So Jamaicans...
Want to hear that? This man was a part of 78,000 different families getting a housing solution under Operation Pride. That's still standing strong, by the way. Unlike Edmond Ridge, where people's houses were destroyed. And remember when Andrew did go and was, oh, this is not like Operation Pride. It should be called Operation Shame, something to that effect. Well, the shame reached. Hey, Andrew HOLNESS cursing in Jamaica. Me no want to feel like, no, him cursing. Every word where this man utter backfire upon him. You don't realize every word, every key moment has backfired on him. The man cursed Jamaica. Bad. It rough.
His life could be changed. I changed the infrastructure of West Rural. I would have done better in this my last outing. I never asked for the seat. Party leader came and I responded.
Yeah.
Right? But this fight is the fight that will ensure that the PMP cannot.
Where someone must do? Resend the link. What link? What link? Somebody say Andrew is the spawn of the devil. Boy, we can't argue nobody we're talking about that way there. I'm sorry. This dude don't get, I can't defend Andrew HOLNESS, bro. Anything you people say? Yeah, Andrew, yeah, let me play it back. Yeah, one police station. Him not spend the money for education in them constituency. I think a joke thing.
They're not boxes. And I lead you from 50 boxes out. I catch you and leading you. We come down to 30. We come down to 25. We come down to 20. And when it reached somewhere between 15 and 17, the internet disappear. And in West Central, the lights disappear. That's not democracy. And under the Representation of People's Act, it only take one breach. One breach. And you add a multiplicity of breaches. And that is where a brilliant counsel, a courageous man, right? A man who has stood up, who all his life he supported the Jamaica Labour Party, but this one him said, no, sir. And him take on the case. And we have been fighting and fighting and fighting, right? Until we reach here. Because there are a lot of people who weary from struggling. You know, when you struggle and you take a lonely road, them call you and them say, Mr. Buck, make him go on. Make him go on.
So Jamaica, people know say Andrew HOLNESS don't win legitimately in a central, in West Central St. Andrew. And I link Mr. Paul Buchanan and I said, yo man, just slow him no man, make him go on man. It look bad for the Prime Minister to win him seat. We know say you win, Mr. Paul Buchanan, but make him go on. And that me get from it, you know. And that me get from it. Yeah, I listen to the argument.
As there are a lot of people who weary from struggling. You know, when you struggle and you take a lonely road, them call you and them say, Mr. Buck, make him go on. Make him go on. Make him go on, no bother with it. And they have some who come. And them want to come with them bribe and them money.
Bribe.
But that can't be the sum of my life. I lose a 2021 Prado down there. Them block, repurchase of my gun, block my gun license. They do everything down there. And I'm still standing.
Nobody can tell me say system no come off of this man because of Andrew HOLNESS him run games. Clear like the Jamaica. I believe that. The man them take with the man gun in a them the era there. Mighty God. Where you say this is Rosie part 2 times 10? No man. It's bigger than Rosie, man.
But I don't worry no more. And those a lot of people say, Mr. Buck, you're afraid of your life.
Listen
and
to
how
this.
them evil and all that.
Listen to
I
this.
don't worry. I have been there at City Hall. In Parliament, my colleagues ask, When Siaga was going to pay tribute to him, I did. When Nelson Mandela died, they asked again that I pay tribute to Nelson. I did. I thought I acquitted myself well. I have been there. I have achieved as a youngster. I played both football and cricket for this country. What has Wholeness done?
Damn.
At Pride, I give out 78,000 lots. I coordinated that program. So Jamaicans' life could be changed. I changed the infrastructure of West Rural. I would have...
So Paul Buchanan has done more for the people of Jamaica than Andrew Holness, the president. Damn.
Done better. In this my last outing, I never asked for the seat. Party leader came and I responded.
So you might tell us, right? You might try to show us him not hungry for power. Him really want to leave a legacy for the children them. Because he knows that him older now, he's older, and he want to leave something for them to. He's looking to the future and saying, all right, these are the tools that the kids need. Let me facilitate them getting, you know, having that environment to grow. Come on, man.
But this fight is the fight that will ensure that the PMP cannot say we didn't know. They must yield the lessons of this election and my struggle. They must come to court and hear a brilliant counsel make the case.
So the People's National Party are being called out to make sure that you are in court, and I'm asking for full support from everybody, every MP, every councillor. Ruth, Anka, how you doing? Every councillor, every MP should be in the building. June 22nd, yeah, you guys should rally the troops. Literally. Yeah, everybody should be in the building. And I'm talking about you should call on Jamaica. This is a fight for our democracy, you know. I only can protest the Naira bill same time. You feel me? Yeah.
It is not just a case for victory or defeat. It's a case for the soul of the country, the soul of democracy. Them don't have to worry. People don't have to worry. Them have to say, what does the commander fight the prime minister for? No better than nobody. What has he done? From the bushes of St. Mary, where you have the bushing scandal, the police vehicle scandal, petroleum, everything, it has not stopped. 45 billion take out of taxpayers' money. Forward take up of the lease funds were supposed to help us for the next 12 years and take it up front and take 45 billion so them buildings park. And you can't take your eye off the road. It's not potholes now, it's some caverns.
Jamaica, Mr. Buchanan a big ticket jump on them with facts. All of the scandals, all of the corruption. What has Andrew done? What is his antecedents? What is his legacy? What is the positive things that he has done to impact the lives of the regular Jamaican people in this country? What? Tell me, labor rights, one of them. Want to tell me labor rights?
Nobody's accounting. NSWMA, the man who's supposed to hold the chair of one of the directors, Mark, the rest of them now have no qualification. But can you imagine one of the posts at NSWMA is that of a director of engineering services, and the man who hold it down, let's say the Auditor General says on the 5CXC map.
Hear
5CXC.
Hear there.
No qualification. But can you imagine one of the posts at NSWMA is that of a director of engineering services, and the man who hold it down, let's say the Auditor General says on the 5CXC map.
NSWMA, the entity that is under superb criticism for the handling of garbage in Jamaica at this present stage. One of the persons them that is on listen, man, let me tell you something.
Mark, the rest of them now have no qualification. But can you imagine one of the posts at NSWMA is that of a director of engineering services.
A
and the man
director of engineering does not have.
who hold it down, let's say the Auditor General says on the 560, man.
The man only have 560. A director of engineering. Come on, bro. You have to have some type of technical skill or or certification in engineering for you to hold that post. That's insane. But this is what happened under this regime, under the Andrew Holness-led regime. This is what takes place.
560, skullduggery, corruption. You remember the illicit 8? You don't hear about that anymore. All of these 9-day wonders.
Only hear that? How many of you guys remember that there's over 8 persons? I'm telling you, it's a bombshell, CJ. That's why I'm going over it. That's why I'm going over it tonight, you know. I could not just play this video and put it out there and not do a live about it. You guys, you try share this live here. Because this conversation only get worse as it goes down the line in the conversation. The man is beating the Ketejum Jamaica. Beating it.
560.
5.
Skullduggery, corruption. You remember the illicit 8? You don't hear about that anymore.
It's more than 8 now, you know. It's more than. So we have politicians in the parliament that potentially are being investigated for illicit enrichment outside of the prime minister that we don't know who they are. So they potentially could be in the parliament right now. And they are the ones sitting on these committees judging Dennis Gordon. Bro, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. This is just embarrassing on all levels. All levels.
All of these 9-day wonders that my party bring up and then you don't hear about them. It will not be so with me. From the day one, I have been on this case. I will not relent. And if by chance they help him out again.
Listen. Jamaica. Let me tell you something. Mr. Paul Buchanan is not mixing his words. The man said, if by chance them help out Andrew Holness again, listen the argument, you know.
Bring up, and then you don't hear about them. It will not be so with me. From the day one, I have been on this case. I will not relent. Chance. They help him out again on next month. Then we'll go to the Privy Council.
Jamaica. Mr. Paul Buchanan is making it very clear. If this judiciary, local judiciary, does not get it right, June 22nd, where the ruling of that election in that constituency is concerned, the man is taking it all the way to the Privy Council. Jamaica, this is a bangarang. I love it. I want to thank Mr. Paul Buchanan for his resolve. And I want to thank the persons that is supporting Mr. Paul Buchanan. The individuals that were brave enough, that is on the affidavits, yes, to say that this happened and that happened, right in their purview, that warrants us having a re-election of that constituency. Salute. Salute. You heard what I said? Salute. Mr. Derval, big up yourself. Big up Derval. Yeah, man. That's why I respect Derval. Derval out the Jamaica. That's why Derval can come on my platform. What you say? Yes, my mother tell me say Mystic did touch upon it too. Yeah, man. I saw it going on. More vloggers are going to talk about it. But yeah, you know, I had the opportunity, big up. You know, I was scrolling. I was live on TikTok today and on YouTube, but I was scrolling. And I saw the poster and I said, whoa, Mr. Paul Buchanan. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as I wanted to sleep, you know, let me tell you, you know, I couldn't take a liquor nap, you know, because I was going to take a shower and, you know, take a 2-hour nap and get up back. No. Couldn't work. I had to make sure that I recorded this because I was moving around, like I said, you know, and I didn't get to listen to everything. I just posted it, right? I heard some of it. Even when I was listening, I was moving around. So sometimes something kind of miss you. So you know you have to go over it back in a detail. Well, CJ, you know, one of the moderators on this platform that's watching right now, because she don't sleep, like I said. She always have praise one of the intercessors, you know, prophetess. And she said to me, Bolo, I see Andrew in the realm of the spirit. And he's crying. He's crying. As a matter of fact, look for your message.
I will not relent. I will not ease. Nobody can talk to my... On next month, then we go to the Privy Council. I will not relent. I will not ease. Nobody can talk to my fight. My fight is to the children of West Central and the children everywhere. And for make people realize they must have balls, they must learn to stand up. We are too easily bought, and that's why we cannot grow. We are too superficial. We don't understand what is happening in this country. We need to learn. We need to go back to, we need to understand Garvey. Because having not understood Garvey, we don't understand.
Marcus Garvey. Hey, this is a man, I'm a general. Sir, I want to have the pleasure of meeting you one day. And I just want to shake your hand for your vision and your tenacity and your boldness and your fearlessness of a man. This man has to recognize God Almighty. He have to. He has to. There's no way Mr. Paul Buchanan does not recognize Jesus Christ. I'm telling you. I want to see this man and meet him in real life and shake his hand. God on time. God on time, Jamaica. Yes, man. Pray for Mr. Paul Buchanan. Here? No little joke.
And the power of education and a young generation just a drift as a eat. We don't understand, learn to stand up. We are too easily bought, and that's why we cannot grow. We are too superficial. We don't understand what is happening in this country. We need to learn. We need to go back to, we need to understand Garvey. Because having not understood Garvey, we don't understand the power of education, and a young generation just adrift. That's why the IT revolution has bypassed us. A little boy at 27 years, Mark Zuckerberg, designed a platform named Facebook. And in total value is more than the entire GDP of Jamaica. More than the entire GDP of Jamaica. Just consider that one little man. And we are the country of Bob Marley. We are the country of Usain Bolt. We are the country of Marcus himself. Yep.
Jamaica. That is a powerful point that he's making, you know. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook. His wealth surpasses our GDP. All of it. What Jamaica is on its GDP level, yeah. One individual. So if we were somebody just send me this, hold on. If we were to follow
Because them say they must start go fit. So hold on.
This whole time I'm a blaze against PNP because them say them a start go offend me, I look help and this and that. The man them really hold on for the money and never give it out. So all this time when I believe in a JLP and I say, yo, the man go so hard, cause man, you know, upon the JLP and the man try to do what do. The man they really hold on for the money and don't give it out. So when the people them say don't give the government no money, give it to, you understand? Give it to the people them go out and give it to the people and never bother give the government. And me was the idiot the whole time I believe in that party, yeah? Lord. So, Lord.
Jamaica, God is operating. Look at God. You know, hear what the labor right say a while ago? A Dre Brian just sent me this. You just share it. Mighty God. Oh, powerful you are. The people are waking up.
So, Lord. This whole time I'm a blaze against PNP because them say them a start go offend me, I look help and this and that. The man them really hold on for the money and never give it out. So all this time when I believe in a JLP and I say, yo, the man go so hard, cause man, you know, upon the JLP and the man try to do what do. The man they really hold on for the money and don't give it out. So when the people them say don't give the government no money, give it to, you understand? Give it to the people them go out and give it to the people and never bother give the government. And me was the idiot the whole time I believe in that party, yeah? Lord.
Father God, all praises to you for waking up the people at the right time and your time. Mighty God. Huh? Me have to thief this video and post it on my page. Do me a favor. When me repost it. Yes, me repost it already. I have to steal this video. Jamaica, the man say he was defending the JLP, thinking that the PNP and the people was being harsh. When they must say, don't send the government no money. I told you there was multiple people online. Regular Jamaican people being interviewed by international bodies. That was saying, don't send the money to the government. You better want to come on yourself, Jamaica. You don't remember? Whole heap of people. Big on the internet. Oh my God, God is the greatest, yeah, man. Why, hey, J. Brian, thank you for sharing this, man. I'm live right now, but I'm not live on TikTok, but I just play to see people in my while ago. Why God is the greatest, yeah, man. Look how God I wake up the people, them. Look how God I wake up the labor right them one by one. Who can wake up? Because some of them sleep dead, you know. How can anybody defend this wicked government? How? Jesus. Let's continue, my people. Let's continue.
There is not, and we are the country of Bob Marley, we are the country of Usain Bolt, we are the country of Marcus himself. There is nothing we cannot do. And we're supposed to have these IT, AI, robotic cells all over the country so that we can bring the IT, the software products to the stage for make us grow. It can't be banana and sugar and those things anymore. The creative industry is doing a lot. Remittance doing a lot, but we must break through in AI. We must do the big, and we have to start now. We're way behind. We have a digital platform that we can use and catch up. But we...
Jamaica, this argument that he's making, I don't know if you guys watched the video on my platform with Mr. Anthony Hilton, his sectorial speech. I would encourage you guys to go and listen. These are the things he's talking about: AI, technology, logistics, all of that. How they can tap into it. Especially, Bolo, how do I join the membership? Well, CJ, first of all, you'd have to be able to join the membership. So if you, let me show you. If you see a dollar sign down here so somewhere, press the dollar sign. That's the first thing I would tell you. Look if you see a dollar sign. If you don't see a dollar sign, then kind of rough. That means you're not eligible to do that. So let me just hold on. Let me show you. Let me just show you on the screen right now. Okay. All right. So here it is. You don't see a dollar sign? Well, if you don't see a dollar sign, that means there's supposed to be a dollar sign. Oh, shoot. I just realized something. I can't even tell you what I realized, but I just realized it. So I'm going to show you. If you don't see this on the screen, that means you cannot become a member. If you want to contribute to the platform, otherwise you have to reach out to me on WhatsApp, and then we can talk. But yeah, let me just show you. So all right, so you see right here in the corner right here, you see that? So so you have the chat where you type, and right beside it you have a money sign and a gift sign. If you don't see that, you're not able to become a member. So when you touch the gift sign, these are the options that come up. You can send these gifts. All right? See? These are the gifts you can send. So you would have to touch the gift sign to see these gifts to send them. All right? Just like TikTok, you can send gifts on YouTube. All right, so right beside the gift, you see, there's a money symbol right here. When you press the money symbol, you see the super chat. See? Super chat. Thank you, CJ. No, but CJ, hold up. CJ, you playing. CJ, if you can send sunshine, that means you can become a member. So when you press this, you see right here, so it says super chat membership is in the middle, and then you have gifting memberships. All right, there you go. All right, wonderful. So you can send people memberships, and this is for Bolo VNR 2.0 alone, not Bolo VNR clips. We are not there yet. Ladies and gentlemen. We not reached this yet. I have to get more subs on Bolo VNR clips to reach to this level. So CJ, now you know that's where it's at. Once you press the button, see it there? You can give people memberships. So you can take your own membership, and then you can give people memberships, and you can send super chat. All right? That is it. Let's continue.
Yeah, we must do the big, and we have to start now. We're way behind. We have a digital platform that we can use and catch up. But we need the fixity of purpose. We need to stay straight. There's nothing there. Stop exalt Andrew Holness and him big jacket and believe him as prime minister. What is being done? Some of us go and die and never see the glory of what Jamaica could become. That's what my
Jamaica, let me tell you, say this is that some powerful stuff, you know. The man said, don't listen, Andrew, I don't know nobody in a Jamaican terms. Don't watch the suit and time is nobody. What has he done for the people? What has he done for the youth? How do you judge a prime minister? You have to judge him first as an MP. What has he done for his constituency? What has he done, Jamaica? The gutter them still nasty. Beer zinc fence. You know some of the place them. What has he done? How has he improved? 53 unalivings leading up to the no, think about that. No, hold on. Let me turn on my fan. Because I can't get out now. Jamaica. 53 persons lost their lives, according to Paul Buchanan, leading up to the election. And it was contract unalivings. The man that was boasting about bringing down crime, his own area was crime ridden. Oh, so you guys have a selective crime plan. So what is stopping the police force from... Ivan, good morning. Ivan, you Imperial a family? Just asking. That just came to me a while ago. But big up yourself, Ivan, always. What is stopping Andrew Holness from bringing down crime in his constituency? Furthermore, what is stopping Horace Chang from doing it? What is stopping the police force from bringing down crime in Andrew Holness' constituency? Leading up to the election, Jamaica, 53 persons lost their lives. Contract unalivings. You can't make this up. That is an indictment on the Prime Minister. It's like when we ask the question, Andrew, how comes you grow your wealth so, so fast? But you can't grow the economy past 2%? Just make it make sense. Please.
I struggle is all about. Me and Andrew Holness used to sit down and have lunch back in Mobile at Pelican Grill. When he come to the stage and hold power, he has changed. And that's why people like Wildman have stood with me. That's why Wildman has stood with me. Because there are some people who still believe in justice.
So Jamaica, Wildman is the lawyer for Mr. Paul Buchanan. Big up Mr. Wildman. You're on the right side of history, sir. Salute to you, counsel. Salute to you. Mr. Wildman is the lawyer. And Mr. Wildman was a laborer. Well-known laborer. And he had to say, no, this is unjust. Jamaica, God is at work. Let me tell you, say, God is the greatest in a man. All of the variables to show you. And listen, this is my job. I am going to forever, as God give me the well, not the mandate, because it's not like God gave me the mandate, but if God allows me, I'm going to continue to point out these things. Jamaica have to clean up, man. Jamaica have to clean up. Jamaica have to clean up. But, this is untenable. A JLP supporter that it so happens to be a lawyer, and Paul Buchanan is a lawyer and he's an MP for the PNP, so that's not unusual. But for him to say, I am going to take up the case against Andrew Holness. Did you hear what Mr. Paul Buchanan said? The man said that him and Andrew used to have lunch, and when he got power, he pretty much just got rich and switch. He has changed Jamaica. No more humility, huh? Pride. The man gives you the definition of growing his own. So him grow his own business off the back of Jamaicans. We're paying him to work his personal business. Whoa, not my word.
And that is what this is about today. I don't know if you have any questions.
Mr. Paul, the most important thing, I have asked you all the questions prior to the election. And as I said, a solid update on the journey. And we are pleased to know you have echoed it loud and clear that if they bail him out again, all the way
To the Privy Council. Yes, man.
and you will not stop.
And let me just say something, because people want to know what has taken place. And we're not gonna fight the judiciary. They will have their time. Let me just explain what the journey entails. We had challenged the election on the basis of some breaches of the Representation of People Act. It only took one breach for it to go to what is called election court, where a decision would have to be made to run over the election or not. If it was just confined to one or two places, or maybe places like the Toil PDs or those in the Olympic, they might say is not enough. But there was a deliberate strategy to come to Mullines. 5 policemen in the evening show up at the gate of Balcom Drive School, the second strongest cluster of PDs. The very...
Jamaica, I want to listen to this. Lady J, what you doing? Jamaica, I want to listen to this very carefully. 5 police cover the man. PD, him second strongest. 5 policemen come, they listen the argument. Jamaica, they in a court.
5 policemen in the evening show up at the gate of Balcom Drive School, the second strongest cluster of PDs. The very...
Second strongest cluster of PDs. 5 police come. Listen the argument in Jamaica. I play it again.
But there was a deliberate strategy.
One TMF. Boy, big up yourself, you know, from TikTok to YouTube. Big up yourself in general.
To come to Mullines.
So Mullines was targeted, according to Mr. Paul Buchanan.
Hey. 5 policemen in the evening show up at the gate of Balcom Drive School, the second strongest cluster of PDs. The very inspector that is there had to ask them what they were doing here. The people stood up.
Jamaica, did you hear that? The superintendent that was there asked the 5 police what they were doing there. Jamaica. Well, I'm going to listen to this. Let's see what Ivana said. Yvonne, thank you so much, TMF. 1 TMF. Yvonne, if you're listening to me right now, I am going to forward this voice note to Mystic Sensation. And I'm going to send you his number. And I'm going to forward it to Mr. Wayne Lonesome as well. This one bigger than me. This one is bigger than me. Alright? And I'm going to ask them to take it from there. You know what I'm doing it right now, as a matter of fact. Let me see, Mr. Wade Lonesome. Mr. Mystic. So I forward the voice note and I forward the text. I know I'm gonna send them. I'm gonna send them the my words, right? Alright, so Sir Mystic and Sir Lonesome. I'm gonna forward the voice note to Mr. Lonesome. So I send the message to both of you. I'm gonna send you guys the contact number for this person. For you to, verify where you need to verify and do some deeper investigation into this situation. Alright? Yes, big up on yourself. Alright, so there you have it. Let me just, my God. Let me just send this quickly. This need intervention, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Which one of these? I don't want to send the wrong one. Let me make sure I say the right one. I said. Yes. Alright. That's definitely the way how to make sure it's the right one. That is it. Alright. So let's move on. Wow. A good thing I never played that online a while ago. Wow.
Up at the gate of Balcom Drive School, my second strongest cluster of PDs. The very patterns. 5 policemen in the evening show up at the gate of Balcom Drive School, my second strongest cluster of PDs. The very inspector that is there had to ask them what they were doing here. The people stood up and blocked them. How they got my boxes, I don't know.
Jamaica, want to hear that? The superintendent asked them what they were doing there. Superintendent, The people blocked them. Mr. Buchanan says he doesn't know how they got his boxes. Listen to this. 5 police in Jamaica. 5 police in T family. Look, if you see the option if you become a member of the platform. Explore that.
But what they did, they put back the boxes under the pressure of the people. Or so we thought. But the boxes that they put back is boxes that they came with. Not the ones that they took out.
Jamaica, want to hear that?
People who was monitoring the thing got fooled. They didn't know. But it's
Jamaica, according to Mr. Paul Buchanan, 5 police came to the polling station at a cluster, the second largest cluster. That means the second largest amount of votes in his constituency. And he says they don't know how the police got the boxes, but they got a hold of them. And they switched the boxes with boxes that they came with. And it was after it was too late that his people realized. All of this is in court, June 22nd, it's going to have a ruling. Pay attention, Jamaica. Make sure, say, yes, the PMP, I'm calling on Mark Golding. Marky G, I'm calling on you, sir. I need you to stand with Mr. Paul Buchanan and the entire party. Everybody need to go out there This is very serious. It's very serious.
Strongest of all, you go down at Jews Avenue, and everybody know the Jews Avenue PD 1 to 7 is nearly 3,000 votes. And anybody who was down there on the day know that we were celebrating. They were celebrating. No matter what I tell them for watch these men. From 1 o'clock, people come and say, oh, we're not ready. Some want to go home.
Jamaica. Wanna hear that? Sure, Sherman, how you doing? Bless up yourself. Welcome to the platform. PD 1 to 7 have 3,000 votes. And they were celebrating early that Paul Buchanan won the seat. They were that confident. And according to reports that I'm hearing, like a thief in the day, my God, the police came and take the box them and switch them around according to Mr. Paul Buchanan and the witnesses them. Not my word. I never did it. What can go so? And somebody mentioned it earlier. Andrew Holness did similar things when he was going up against all the Shaman I had.
There on the day know that we were celebrating. They were celebrating. No matter what I tell them for watch these men. From 1 o'clock, people come and
so the people they wanna celebrate, and in the middle of their habitual, yes, in the middle of their celebration, the devil snooped in. The devils snooped in, according to reports, and switched the boxes, ladies and gentlemen. With boxes that they came with. Mighty God. And if you think this is not possible, I want you to explore what happened to the beautiful counselor, the warrior in Floyd Green's constituency. What did she say happened? Persons already had ink on their hands the night before. Think about that. Mighty God.
We're not ready. Somebody want to go home. People came from abroad.
Thank you so much. Miss Miranda Wellington. She should have taken her case to court too, But, she does. I think she should have taken it to court as well. But I guess persons did not want to sign affidavits. In the case of Mr. Paul Buchanan, persons were willing to put their accounts on paper signed in police reports to take to the courts. That's why Mr. Paul Buchanan case is still processing. And he's ready to take it to the Privy Council. That's how confident he is in Jamaica. I want you guys to understand that it's not a normal situation. It takes a lot of money to take it to the Privy Council, It takes a lot of money to take it to the Privy Council. So, Mr. Wildman, I hope that the court does the right thing, the just thing on June 22nd, but I am sure that you are salivating to make your mark in the Privy Council just like Mr. Paul Buchanan did. I am sure of it. I really would hope that they'd have sense and do the right thing. Because the process of the Privy Council, it's going to take some time. But it needs to be done. It needs to be done, Jamaica. If they don't do the right thing. Yes?
People who never vote for years come out and vote. And the day know that we were celebrating. They were celebrating. No matter what I tell them for watch these men. From 1 o'clock, People come and say, oh, we're not ready. Some all want to go home. People came from abroad. People who never vote for years come out and vote.
Bullfire, big up.
And when I got the call about 3, 4 o'clock about the man about take it, I run to my party leader. That's a party leader. You have to help me here. It was too late.
Jamaica, when you hear that? The people them realized too late what had occurred. And Mark Golding was called upon, and by that time his powers of intervention would not have mattered. Mighty God. Bullfire House, big up yourself. Sherman, big up yourself. Wow. Wow. Listen, if somebody had told me that Mr. Paul Buchanan said this, I would have said, you have to send me the tape. Jamaica, I'm glad I got the tape. Not my word. I couldn't make this up. I could not formulate this story line for you. I am in shock. You heard what I said? Me shock. I am stunned. I am flabbergasted. I am bewildered. Lost. Somebody left me a halfway tree. I don't know which they left me a crossroad. I don't know which direction to go. My last right in a crossroad, Jamaica. Then I make like road hard traffic. You heard what I said? That's good, no? You can't make this up.
4 o'clock about the man about take it. I run to my party leader. That's a party leader. You have to help me here. It was too late. And we saw what happened in the night. When the internet come off all over the world and who was watching from New York.
Go back.
Me here. It was too late. And we saw what happened in the night. When
in the night, you know. You saw what happened in the night, you know.
It's too late. And we saw what happened in the night.
What happened?
When the internet come off all over the world and who was watching from New York and them see it come off. In West Central, that the internet is the light too.
Jamaica. So persons that was watching overseas that was engaged in the process, the internet went down. That affected the feed itself. And not just the internet. Specifically in his constituency, the light went out as well. Is this a coincidence? Do you think it's a coincidence? Pegasus, Pegasus. We talking about Pegasus. You know how timely this interview is? God has been very timely lately. When Andrew Onis presented the Naira bill, the timely article that came out about the Discovery Bay, Bengal mining permit. I love noticing. I don't notice everything, but I get excited when I notice that this is God's hands moving. I get excited, I really do. Especially when it's fighting against tyranny. We see what's going on with Chief Curry, you know. There's a lot going on at the same time. Big up Chief Curry, he's got this.
My boxes in Mullines taken away, gone from us, the strongest PD. And the days, what I need to tell the PMP and Jamaica is the days of pink slip over. We have to find a better way.
Mr. Buchanan, the prophet, Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth, did not say as much, but he he sent a message out on a word, thus said the Lord, a prophetic word that if the PMP doesn't find a way to, I don't know, sort out certain things with the EOJ, he said that they're gonna steal the election. He said that. I just have to find that tape. I'm gonna find it. Those times, I think when I mentioned them, at some point it come to me, and I said, see, this is what I was talking about. Because I remember it very vividly. You understand? Yeah, he said that. He said that, yeah, he said that if they don't find a way to change up the electoral process with the EOJ, they are going. Yes, I think he said specifically that they need to remove the EOJ out of the Prime Minister's office, something to that effect. Remember that they removed the political ombudsman. I just want you guys to remember this. Remember the political ombudsman, the referee for elections. So the referee for parliament is Anjona's wife, and they took out the referee and made the referee for elections null and void. I just want you guys to remember this. In case there's anybody out there that want to say, oh, you know, it's just conspiracy theories and there's no basis to your argument. Shut up. You don't. Don't talk to me. Too much evidence. It's just too much. Just shut up. Respectfully, of course. That's the most respectful way I can say shut up. Shut up. All right?
Because a poor girl or a poor boy, you blaze 100,000 or 200 or 500,000 across him nose. Take himself, will sign whatever. Right? Here.
So here we must say, they have to change the pink slip thing because, you know, if you give a man more money, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, corruption, hey, just wave some money. And this is why they want to keep the people, one, dunce, and two, poor. It runs concurrent. So when you're ignorant about the civics, you know, how government works and all of those stuff, and you can't even read or comprehend properly in an age where, and I'm not the smartest person. I mean, I don't know nothing about AI. I've never dabbled into it, honestly. I don't know nothing about coding. And I think it's something that I have to challenge myself on moving forward because, you know, it is what it is. Every age of technology, I have met the challenge in some capacity. And I think for me personally, AI is going to be the next thing. But the large majority of Jamaicans, especially the ones that support the Jamaica Labour Party, you know, it's either they just want to be like that or they are just like that, unfortunately.
Commissioner, the head of flow, the head of digital, they'll have to come to court. One of these fine days.
Play that back. Bangarang.
Here, the commissioner, the head of flow, the head of digital, they'll have to come to court. One of these fine days if we reach election court, they'll have to identify those policemen who came to West Central illegally.
So the man for the EOJ, until one I wanna go to prison, I'm not gonna learn. You can't turn panko and cut him skin. What does that mean? Jamaica. That they're saying they're different. I first made that in my life as a Jamaican. Bolo, I'm glad it's a video and not an audio. They love to blame things on AI. No, man, this was on TikTok, man. This is solid, man. 100%. 100%. And if Voice of the Nation wants to, I'm sure he's going to cut up section of it and post on him page on TikTok. Yeah, so you know what I mean?
So every single one, we know a couple names.
Mr. Buchanan, I have long...
Jamaica, when you hear that, the man say the commission and also
here, the commissioner, the head of flow, the head of digital, they'll have to come to court.
The commissioner and the head of flow and the head of digital have to come to court. Let me just Google something real quick. Is he talking about the commissioner of the EOJ? Oh, the commissioner of police backside. No. Is he talking about Clifford Everett? Oh, so the Electoral Commission of Jamaica is now Clifford Everett Wilmington. Since February 2026, Jamaica, honestly, so the man set up the thing for never lose an election again. Clifford Everett Wilmington is the EOJ's appointed commissioner. G. So even if Mr. Paul Buchanan is talking about, even if he's talking about the EOJ commissioner or the commissioner of police, it's going to be a bangarang. It's going to be a bangarang. Digicel, Flow, you got to go to court. According to Mr. Paul Buchanan, not my words.
One of these fine days, if we reach election court, they'll have to identify those policemen who came to West Central illegally. So every single one, we know a couple names.
Mr. Buchanan, I have long...
Jamaica, the man say no couple name of the police them, but the 5 police them have come illegally, come go and take up the box, them have forgot identify them. Jamaica, pray for Paul Buchanan and pray for this whole situation. Because this is gonna be a bangarang. If they can shoot off of the IC, man. If they can shoot off of the IC, man. Hey, you can't stay there.
Not being saying, we need digital and flow in court and JPS to answer towards the breaches.
Don't worry.
Tell us again, Mr. Buchanan.
They will have to come.
Amen.
That is what they all fear. God, their reckoning is coming. But I'm going to tell all of you something. A lot of people fear for my life.
Yes.
I had a daughter, you see, named Nadia. She went to Andrews. She died. When we were keeping party back in the days up at Monacom, and we take out, we set up food and everything for our friends, them and big people. When them come, I notice all the while our food, the food we prepare, you understand, was not the amount we prepared, only a little bit left. And I keep on there, and one day our brother said to me, Daddy, now they take all of the food and carry over the settlement in front of UWI, you know. And when I ask her, why? She said, Daddy, them don't have no food. They don't have no food. She was one of the most beautiful things that God ever created.
Wow.
She was a kind soul.
The man talk about him daughter in Jamaica. Wow.
Died. I never cry a ball.
Wow.
I can't go dove cuts. I break down. So, if they come for me, I know I will see her again and I will see my mother, but I don't fear death. Because they might be wondering. They might be wondering why Mr. Bug stand up. Because every day people come and say, boy, but would I just give them and make them go on, you know?
No, Mr. Bug, until death do us part.
Vice Nation need for building. Lord, the man make the man talk. Why SI Nation said, no, Mr. Book until death. No, no, no. Listen to me. Me glad that the man has stand up. I stand with him. You know? Because they see me a share and we are ready. Ivan said, I am one of them. Fear for my life. Whoa. Ivan, like me say, me send the message to Mr. Wayne Loan, so me send them and Mystic Sensation, me send them a number, me go call them. If you know me a deal with, I go call them. Yeah man. I go call them, so yeah, you understand? Them are the right somebody if you tackle or something. Yeah, what you talk about?
For a moment, I will embrace it. I have enough friends, you know. A lot of them dead in elections past. I don't put them life in danger. A lot of them come election day and they fought with me over West Central. If we run, which most likely will have to be, God willing, there will be a rerun. They will come and fight with me. Thousands will come from all over this Jamaica because I have done my part for all of them, right? And they will come, right? So don't worry. Don't worry about that part. Just know that this fight will go on as long as I have strength, as long as I have even a few good people like Tika. But I just want warriors beside me.
You have us, man, Mr. Buck. You're not alone.
Yeah. So that is what this is about. That's why God carried to this stage where 3 judges will adjudicate. Where three judges will listen to and answer and make a decision on the points of law and the representation of the People's Act, whether it was breached or not. In such a reprehensible way that they can't say, run it over down at Tower Hill. They have to run it over in Mullines too because it's they hurt me the most. That's where they came. And we understand that they will have collaborators. We understand they will have people where them can buy. And all of that took place in this election. But I am not worried by that. We go again, I will win again. They go again, and this time the party, and I must admit, my party was afraid of coming there. After my presentation, nobody came. Everybody stayed down there. But
Jamaica, hear that? Man say everybody at the party afraid of them at the place. Can you imagine the Prime Minister of a constituency that members of the People's National Party are afraid of going? And the man boast about crime. Make it make sense, Jamaica. Why Andrew is not clean up in our own constituency first? What kind of place that?
Stood up.
Thank you.
One night them backed me up down near Klinkling in a place named Simon Taylor Road. They were having a meeting in my stronghold at Mao. And I responded to that meeting in their stronghold down there. So. And because they wasn't getting a good reception at Mao Drive, that is in Silverite Gardens, they made them meet and come down 37 SUV, bikes, man, everything to intimidate and mash up the meeting. And even when my security was saying, Buck, them outnumber, make we leave, I told them, go on and leave me. Go on and leave me. I'm not leaving. I stood on my feet from 6 o'clock. Even when the party leader called, when others called and said, Buck, get out of there. I stood on my feet from 6 o'clock.
All Mark go in and tell the man, say, yo, Mr. Buchanan, leave. Come out of the place, you don't want nothing happen to you. Can you imagine Jamaica? Damn.
12 o'clock. I told the senior superintendent and his friends, them have to leave first. Them come here and see me. Them no own no way.
That's what it's about.
For 30 years, them has harassed for people from them take that seat from Dr. Blake. Somebody must stand up with them. You can't every day you have corruption. Tomorrow is another one. Tomorrow, listen to Rosie Hamilton down at Central Kingston. You run out.
Mr. Paul Buchanan has been tuned in, ladies and gentlemen. He has been tuned in. Mighty God.
Tomorrow is another day. Somebody must stand up with them. You can't every day you have corruption. Tomorrow is another one. Tomorrow, listen to Rosie Hamilton down at Central Kingston. You run out poor people after government land, to win an election. And we are following up. We need to follow up. We need to go at NLA. We need to go at parish council. We need to go everywhere to see who apply for those lands. If I did ever have the opportunity to deal with these people, it would be different.
Mr. Buck.
For us to have some backbone and stand up.
Devon Stewart, good morning.
We are the children of Michael Manley. We are the children of Anthony Sparling. We are the children of some of the best this country has ever seen. People who care for the poor. People who could live a better life. Michael gave up his friends and stood with the poor. Tony Sparling was a brilliant counsel. Him forsake a good life. For help change this country with housing and our thinking. That is our history. We have to live up to it. We are too weak. Who is this little man? Who is this little man? I fixed the field down at railway for them. When I was in the inner city, I gave them $22 million out of housing trust with the support of Kingsley Thomas. When they came, I said, listen, Siaga needs some help. Him said, you have to take the liquor loan. Because you know the PMP are going to blame me. I said, give me the money, give them the check. I will give them the check and fix the field because I was the president of Arnett Garden Football Club and we have a stadium up there. And them have a little bumpy field down there. And as a former footballer, a sportsman, I understood that. It wasn't politics. But it's not the same people we're dealing with. Right? They don't reciprocate. Them deny our people. Not one single farmer ticket them give.
So Jamaica, when you hear the point of the man I make, in a Siaga days, because Mr. Buchanan a big man, you know. So in a Siaga days, you know, there was a situation where them a reach out to him, the Labour, them a reach out to him, and you know, a PG at the Prime Minister at the time, and I say, yo, you know, them want one football field, and, you know, politics, they every them time to the point where, why man I say, you know, them war between them constituents and them place there and so on. Edward Siaga never want to reach out to PJ because of pride. Because PJ beat up Edward Siaga politically, you know. So you can imagine Edward Siaga if you go to PJ if you go ask him if he get on football field. Them never want to hear that. Them no want to try that. Them want to explain. Listen to the argument, a serious argument.
I understood that. It wasn't politics. But it's not the same people we're dealing with.
You hear that?
Right? They don't reciprocate. Them deny our people. Not one single farmer ticket them give. One of the reasons why my people never come out of a West Rural in 2016, them say me deal with labor right too much. Because if you have 10 farmer tickets, you know, say me I'll give them 50% out of it. But even 2 or 3 never find and did. I gave up them in West Central. That is not known. Labor right of doing nothing. And the country cannot run like that. Them can't ask Babsy Grange, the whole of them, Mackenzie, them tell the truth when them came to me. I asked them, why don't do go to PJ Patterson? Them say, no, them, Mr. Siaga pride. They understand. I said, they will look at me can't do nothing. But in the end, I see the justice. And I did what I had to
Babsy Grange, you know. Desmond Mackenzie, you know. Man, I sure you say it was not about politics, it's about the people. So him do it. Him do it, and him get knocked feet by you know, the comrade them and comrades. Yeah, me, you know, I hope you guys are not like that anymore. I'm just telling you right now because I don't rock with that at all, like not even a little bit. You know, not even a little bit. You see me? People that me need, you know, It's the same thing we are talking about with Andrew right now. So I would be a hypocrite. Look at what is happening in Westmoreland, right? In Westmoreland, not even the money where them get them not even use the money. And the people them down there suffer. I wouldn't want the People's National Party to do that to the labor rights them. No, that's not the type of leadership I am looking for. I don't want that type of leadership. I'm not going to support that type of leadership. You get what I say? So it cannot be about politics. I definitely appreciate Mr. Buchanan for that. If you know me, I deal with, definitely appreciate him for that. So yeah. Oh my God, sorry about that.
The whole of Tivoli paint up. I went further than just the grant to them. Tivoli paint up all of them apartment there. Over the years, not do since that.
Wow.
From us. Duke Street, where you walk up with Parliament building, all them tree there, where you sit on the side of the road, to make the road look little better. The trees that were planted and the planter box, we share it with Fletcher's land.
What?
Because it was the right thing to do. Not one farmer ticket. As I MP, you get about 55 or more every year. Nobody think to reach out to the PMP.
Wow.
I led by example in West Rural, and I would have led by example down there. That all we have to live together.
Amen.
Right? So I want people to know that this is not a little grab for boy. Let me run down in the seat like we are fight the man and the man a prime minister make him do him work and all of that. What is being done? Nothing. There's no concept of development. Tell me, when you think about West Central, it's a forbidden land. Nobody know want to come down there. All happen.
Wow.
You make a man them have a little road robin or something, you turn off. But when you go over to oil, them keep them thing unmolested for maybe a week if they want.
Wow.
That is injustice that is happening there. I would level out the playing field and everybody would be good. That is what we miss. But as I said, most of all, the surge to help our people to get the technological inputs to give them a chance in this world is.
I have a different level of respect for Mr. Buchanan after this, listening back to this. The man said, from him paint the building in Tivoli, nothing has been done from the PMP after that. It is what it is, man. Truth is the truth. You heard? Truth is the truth.
Missing. There's a little boy, he got 11 ones. I am glad, with the help of Mark Golden and others, I could have given him a scholarship in doing medicine up UW.
Say that again?
Scholarship pro electrical inputs to give them a chance. Now this is what to miss. But as I said, most of all, the surge to help our people to get the technological inputs to give them a chance now this world is missing. There's a little boy, he got 11 ones. I am glad, with the help of Mark Golden and others, I could have given him a scholarship in doing medicine up UW. And a scholarship.
Big up Marky G and others. You understand? Forget that you their scholarship. 11 ones. Come on, man. That's what's up.
Program. And him along with another 10 of them. Look how much I could have done as a member of parliament for them. And just stop and think how many offers and the amount of money that I would have gotten since this challenge. And I don't even look at them. My lawyer will tell you, can get some of them. And I told him, without even look in that direction. And if them keep coming, we lock them up too. So them just leave me alone. I don't want nothing from.
What? People are offer a man bribe and the man say, yo, I'm not interested, and if them keep coming, he will lock them up. Paul Buchanan not play with nobody Jamaica unless you are going.
And then we will fight this battle on the playing field of dignity and fairness and what is best for this country. Because if we don't make us stand here, I tell you, our parish council next time they wipe us out because a poor country. And the cry will.
So Jamaica on hear that. The man say if we don't take a stand, parish council election, the JLP will wipe out the PMP because they got the Money, 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 money. People selling now for money. Shame on them, but he ain't lying.
Come. Of whichever the candidate, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Buchanan, go up the money, no money, and them run gone down the road and take. That is what has been happening. When there is budget time, Andrew Holness start for all 4 hours. Every project, if you have one that demand that water turn into gold, him tell you about it. Where are they now? We have the biggest, most powerful hurricane pass through, and people still begging on the road going. People are still shelterless. People still in Petersfield and school, and you have seen how much money has come in. Now we have a bill that gives that kind of management unlimited authority to spend. Name Nara. This is the same government, not Buchanan, not Gordon, not nobody else. Who the Auditor General said after COVID and them audit the thing, $500 million in expenditure and no invoice or receipt seen. In the Ministry of Agriculture, 857 million in procurement, no documentation. Cornwall Regional just going on and they just gone up in the sky and can't finish. You bringing up 80 buses for school children. And you said that you pay 1.4 billion. And yet people in America, in the diaspora, Rattigan and them man can show you can get one of them for $1. That would be $80. We pay 1.4. Pay what? That is what happened on September 3rd. That is how these monies filter. And you ask what happened. Mr. Buck, count up the pink slip them. Hello? Listen to me. We must see the signs. We must
fighting, Mr. Buck.
What is happening in the country. You understand? And that is where my fight is. You understand? Never again they will go that way. I hope I've given your people enough that they understand why.
Hey, Mr. Buchanan, Virgin, I'll Nara the man talk about in Jamaica. Yeah, the man that go down in the to the bus, the man. Will Rattigan and hey.
Mr. Buck, we protect you. And you're live over the Vice of the Nation, as you know, at your second appearance. You were right here before the election. And you're right here after the election. We know you get your victory. And as we say, we're going to fight with the right to the Privy Council. And we will not stop. So, Mr. Buck, me know you have to go. Take a last 2 rounds at it and send a message directly to the party and directly to the people of Jamaica and directly to the constituency.
What I want to say is this. Long ago, I was just a little man, a little student, Jonestown Primary, Holness, left to the law, end up in Toronto. I could have lived a different life. I come back to serve my people. I have had a lot of disappointments. You understand? Places I won this election in Central Westmoreland in 2008 by one of the largest majority in any political party. I was denied because they brought back Roger Clark. A disappointment like that, you would have quit the stage. I came back, I helped Roger to win. Became one of my best friends. He was before and after because there was a determination to serve. I have served, I've given my best, and God willing, I just ask all of you who continue to fight with me, stand, just stand, because you're standing for something. You're not standing for Buchanan, you're standing for the children and the future of this country. Thank you for hosting me. Yes, and may God bless all of you. Thank you.
All right. Big up yourself. Take one last word from the people. You don't know protect the candidate, protect Mr. Buchanan.
Jamaica, I am going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there. You guys can watch that video on your own. Those are my thoughts. Wow. On what was said. And I'll have to play this again some other time, to be honest with you. Powerful. Powerful. Absolutely powerful. God bless you all. Shout out to CJ. Shout out to everybody. Hold on. Hold on there, Jamaica, before me leave. Before I go, I want the world to know. My bad. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see. I want to say shout out to the person that sent me the super chat. For sure. But, let's see. Yeah, all right. There we go. The last, Alethea, thank you so much. Shout out to Empress 13 at Russell, Pamela, Nene, Martha, Coopin Foundation, you know. Last few donators, big up on yourself. Gloria, Empress 13 as usual. Guava, Leprechaun, Merdlin, Moriel, Alethea, Sylvia Chambers, Marcus. Whoa, Marcus, I didn't see this one. I missed it. Shout out to Marcus Van Diver. Yeah, man, I didn't see that donation, man. That one missed me. Sometimes this chat frees up Pat W. Okay, so when was this? Oh, this was Donovan Williams video. Oh, guess what? I didn't see this donation because I wasn't watching the live, so thank God I got an opportunity to say shout out. Whoa. When was this? March 9th. Ballhead Wayne. Sue. Oh man. Shout out to all these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Andre W. Russell Red. You know what I'm saying? Russell Red is the first person to send me 100 on the super chat. You heard? So shout out to Russell Red. Yep, shout out to I was on the live when he did that, May 22nd. Yo, salute to everybody, man. Salute to all my donators. So salute to all the persons that are members of the platform. Here, shout out to my members. Let me go look at my members right here. We got CP3. We got Miss Chicago. We got Mary Jones. We got Dawn Dusk. We got Clarence. We got Sweet Pea. We got David Miles. Freedom Project J.A. Carlene. Shernet. We got Chill. We got Matthew. We got Sylvanev. We got Jaina. We got Sassy 81. Shout out to all of my wonderful and special shout out to Matthew, Jain, and Sassy 81. They have been members for 2 months now. Yeah. Big shout out to them. 2 months now. All 3 of them. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Selvanev, 1 month now. Chill, 1 month now. Shernet, 17 days. Yo, big shout out to everybody, man. See y'all later. I'm out. Peace. Have a good morning, alright? See you on Portland Spice TV later this morning. Queen of the South will be in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Big up on yourself. Look at what I can't wait. I'm going to sleep later. Yes, no man.